We bring you this special radio television broadcast in order to give you the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon.
Electoral is the future.
I'm a real. I'm a real.
We've had loss of signal now.
If your equipment isn't properly set up, you might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Missile down, radar down, what's happening?
It's a dream.
Special radio television broadcast in order to give you the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon.
Electoral is the future.
I'm a real.
had lost the signal now.
If your equipment isn't properly set up, you might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
Missile down, radar down. What's happening?
Live? We live?
Sounds maybe.
We live?
You're live.
All right, we're live. We're live. Welcome in. Welcome in. First edition, exclusive on the JNN network, the Jerry News Network. We got 3 hours of commercial-free election coverage, and I'm here with my partner in crime, Big Tennessee.
First of all, JJ, pleasure to be here with you. This exciting night, historic night, many
Very
are
historic.
saying.
It's early. Listen, it's early. It looks like a red wave early, but I want to say this. There's no bias here.
No, purple tie, both teams, red and blue.
Yep.
Everybody have fun.
Blue, red, we're on both sides tonight. Split down the middle, no bias. Like I said, 3 hours, commercial-free election coverage. We got a lot in store tonight. I'll run it down for you guys. Listen, we got some election talk that we'll be doing for sure. A lot of it tonight. We also got what's going on. We got this is crazy. This is
We got 3 hours.
this is the disaster.
Got to
right
get
now.
JJ fitted up.
What's wrong? The antenna?
It's just a little fuzzy with rubbing on your clothes and stuff.
Put it in the pocket. Are we still live?
Still live.
You didn't cut this part? Maybe it's the mic. Maybe it's the mic. No? Get in there. Maybe put it in the belt. You like it?
You should be just.
It should be
Sounds
good.
better.
Does that sound better, Lucas?
Oh,
Well, hold on. Take a tea. Hold on. We got a tea here. It's not the best start. I'll say that wasn't the best start
Ryan told me I did a good job with my mic.
on the Jerry News Network.
Yeah, reach in there.
Why don't we ever use the mics that they just clip on? The lavas.
That's what you have on right now.
This is
Here,
a lava?
I got you, Ryan. I got you.
This is a lava?
It's a lav, yeah.
I'm talking about the lava.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh.
Are we clear?
You guys are good.
We're
okay.
clear. Okay, listen, we got a
Okay.
lot to go over tonight. A lot of election coverage. We're going to go over, we have some PowerPoints. We got trivia. We got punishments. We got live callers all night long. Big T, I'm super excited to share this desk with you. Now,
Me as well.
we're professionals. We know a lot
Absolutely.
about politics. I was wrong on Indiana. I had that blue. It turned red pretty
Quickly.
Quick, very quick. I was wrong, hand up. But like I said, so far, this looks like a red wave. And speaking of red wave, Lucas, can we head over to the map?
You sure can.
Let's head over to the map early. All right. So some states have been called already. Fasoli, out the way. Some states have been called already. Okay? First up, with 30 electoral votes, Florida. Hit it red. There we go. Second up, Alabama. Red. Alabama.
No, go down, JJ. Yep.
Alabama, 9. South Carolina, 9, red.
Little harder.
South Carolina, 9, red.
There you go.
There we go, okay. Mississippi, I was wrong on this one as well. I had Mississippi blue. Mississippi flipped this year. It's always been blue. It turned red this year. Mississippi with 6.
You would think because of Brandon.
Brandon Walker, you would think it would be blue. It's not. Massachusetts, Dave Portnoy State, 11 electoral votes. Mass, where's Mass? Mass, blue. Good job, control room. Next up, Vermont, blue, with 3. Where's Vermont?
Go up, way up there. Way up, there you go.
There we go. Blue. New Jersey, my home state. It turned blue this year. You know why? One reason only. Because I'm not there. We're down the middle.
Yep.
We're down the middle.
Yep.
It's blue. New Jersey with blue, 14 electoral votes. Illinois, where I currently live. Big T, where you currently live.
Voter.
It is blue.
That's okay.
Where
That's
we at?
okay.
Illinois.
There you go. Yep, middle, big one.
Is that 19?
Yep.
19 electoral votes there. Big one for Kamala Harris. Also, Illinois, may I point out, possibly the worst governor in the history of governors.
Billionaire,
but one of the worst.
Yeah.
Sad, very sad. But down the middle, like I said. Next up, Indiana. I was wrong on this one. Indiana with 11.
Had that blue.
I had that blue, it's red. Kentucky, red, with 8. Tennessee, big Tennessee, red with 11.
Rocky Tom Young.
Red. Next up, Delaware, the home of Joe Byron, with 3. I don't even know where Delaware is at on the map.
It's
right in the
this little guy. Yep.
Never mattered.
First state, I think, JJ.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. Rhode Island, blue with 4.
No telling where that is.
Right there, I got it, right?
That's Connecticut.
This one.
Yep.
Hit that. Blue.
You got to press hard.
Blue. So you got a malfunction. Blue, Rhode Island. You hit the wrong one. Connecticut, you hit Connecticut. Erase Connecticut, it's not blue yet.
You can leave it up. It'll be
blue?
Yeah.
Leave it up. We'll call it. We're calling Connecticut.
We're first to call.
We're the first to call it. Connecticut blue. Leave it up there, Lucas. Call Connecticut. Rhode Island's called already. Then we got Oklahoma, 7, red. Okay, next up, Arkansas is deep red, fast red, with 6.
The Hogs.
Now, Big T, let me ask you this. While we're at the board here, while we see the board here, is there anything here that jumps out at you?
I mean, you know you're going to see a lot of red here, JJ. That's always going to be red, but the state we're looking at here is the state of Georgia. Historically, Republican stronghold last 20 or so years, but it did flip to Joe Byron in 2020. That's one to watch, as well as the state of North Carolina, another key battleground here before you get up into the blue wall, they call it, as well as Nevada and Arizona.
So explain to the viewers, where is the blue wall on this map?
So the blue wall, we're going to be looking at Wisconsin, Michigan, and the key state of Pennsylvania, the most important state in this election, JJ. Those 19 electoral votes probably going to decide who becomes the next president.
This state right here. So you're saying 19 here, Pennsylvania. Whoever wins this is going to win this election.
Whoever wins Pennsylvania will win the election, JJ.
Okay, and now California, we got no chance.
Are we calling?
No, we're going to call California.
Let's call it.
We'll call California already with 54. Call it blue.
You want to call New York?
Call New York blue. Fuck it. Give them it. Not give them it. We're down the middle.
Why do we not have Arkansas? Missouri was also called, I believe.
Missouri was called, wasn't it?
I believe.
Missouri and Arkansas called. Wasn't West Virginia called?
I would imagine so, but I'm not sure. If you want to call it, we can call
Let's call it. Let's call it.
Call it.
West Virginia's red. Call it. Arkansas, red.
Another state people are going to be looking at, JJ, Iowa here. Are you familiar with the Ann Seltzer poll?
I'm not, well, I heard she was in the lead, Kamala, in Iowa.
So there is a poll that historically has been very close to the winner in presidential elections. Ann Seltzer came out Friday or Saturday. She has Kamala with a 3-point lead in Iowa. A lot of strong opinions about that poll. We'll see if it comes to pass.
And we'll give them Minnesota with 10, right?
Yeah, give it to them.
Give it to them. Give it to them.
Them being the Democratic Party.
The Democratic Party,
Right.
they deserve it. Give it to them. All right, listen. We went in depth a little bit. I got a surprise for the viewers. I took 8 hours, and I had a PowerPoint presentation. I went through it. I took my notes. I'm well-rounded in this area. I got what electoral votes mean. What is it called? What does it mean? And I also got a little PowerPoint presentation on the election overview, which we'll get into right now.
We're going straight into it.
Let's go straight into it.
Okay.
Let's go straight into it.
Okay.
Right into it. Lucas, hit it. Oh, what about Alaska and Hawaii? Not yet.
Let's save them. Let's save them.
All right, so this is the Electoral College by Jersey Jerry. Now, what is the Electoral College? Before this stream, I knew about it, but I didn't know too much about it. The Electoral College is not a physical place. You can't just go visit it. You can't just be like, hey, I'm heading over to the Electoral College. There's no physical place. It's a process, which includes the following. Selection of electors. Big T, what does that mean?
So the electors, JJ, each state has an allotted number of electors. Most states, I believe 48, you win the state, you get all of them. Those are the electoral
All
votes
of them,
we
no
hear
matter
about.
what.
You get all of them. 2 states, Nebraska and another one that I don't remember. It's in the Northeast somewhere out there.
Okay.
They have a couple districts where they can be split, the electors.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
you could get one elector, not get some. But 48 of the states, you win the state, you get all the electors. And I don't know how you get selected to do that job.
Okay, fair.
Sounds cool, though.
That's good, that's good. The next one, meeting of electors who cast votes for the president and the vice president. Break that down, Big T.
That's what we just talked about.
Fair, okay. The next one, counting of the elector votes by Congress. Hit that.
So
What
that's
we just
going to
talked
be
about?
when Congress certifies the election. They go in and they say, Pennsylvania's 19 electoral votes go to Donald Trump, Kamala Harris,
Gotcha.
Joe Biden,
Okay.
whoever wins.
And now this is the big one. This is the big one here. If you want to be the president of the United States of America, if you want to be Donald Trump, if you want to be Kamala Harris tonight, and if you want to win, candidates must, this is a must, secure 270 electoral votes to win the election out of 538 at stake. So if you want to win, you must, this is the number, 270. And I believe Donald Trump right now is up 154 to 30 so far. In most states, it's winner take all. Whoever gets the most votes wins all of its electoral votes, but in most states,
Right.
You talked about the 2.
Right.
You didn't know the other one,
Nebraska
but you knew
another one.
Nebraska.
Maybe Maine.
It could be Maine.
Somewhere up there.
In a rare event, now this one blew my mind. In a rare event of a tie, which would mean each candidate wins 269 electoral votes, members of the newly, not the former or the previous year, the newly elected House representatives would decide the outcome of election. Big T.
And
Yeah.
finish your question.
No, Big T.
Finish your question.
We gamble on sports, right? What are the chances tonight this ends 269-269?
There's a real chance, JJ. It's not big, but it's not zero.
Okay.
There's a real chance. We at the end of the night or at the end of tomorrow, Thursday, whenever, it could be 269-269.
Okay, and there's a chance we find out the winner tonight.
Well, we used to find out tonight every year, and then
What happened?
And then they
Explain to the
changed it.
people
I don't
what
know why
happened.
they changed it.
Okay.
But now it could be a few weeks. Who knows?
Gotcha. And what happened in 2000? Something happened in 2000.
So 2000, we found out all the results on election night, but there was a discrepancy in Florida. Very close race. Very close race. And that went all the way to the Supreme Court.
Wow.
Who said that George W. Bush defeated Al Gore. And that's the way that one was decided. But every other election we found out on the night until last time. Now it could be days, weeks, months. Wow. Who knows?
Now this is another one I put together for you guys at home. If you're new to politics, not like us, we've been in politics for years now, but if you're new to politics, you're going to want to look at this board right here. Okay? This board is going to tell you exactly how many electoral votes are in each state. I don't know if you guys want me to go through each one.
Just hit 6 or 7. Hit the ones that strike you.
Okay. Okay. The ones that come out that point out to me is this one right here.
What you looking for, JJ?
California. California.
There you go.
54.
Crazy.
Where did they get that number from?
It's got something to do with the number of representatives you have in the House.
Is it because it's a big state?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. So New York's got a bunch.
Yes, New York's big, Pennsylvania's big, Illinois is big. Oh, so they did this in order. Look. Look.
We should have seen that earlier. We should have seen that.
We should have seen it earlier. So Wyoming, like these ones, it don't really matter.
Right.
Those don't even really matter.
And I believe 3 is the minimum, JJ.
Yeah, so in every state, Hawaii, Alaska, don't matter,
I believe
right?
you get 1 for your House members and 1 per senator. So that comes
Gotcha.
out to 3.
Okay, that's great information there. So this is important. This side is important. This side means nothing. If you're talking about JNN, what we're talking about here, this doesn't even matter. You can throw this right side out. It just has no outcome on the election. This is the side you want to look at here. This is what's going to win the election.
Well, JJ, hang on now, because those 6 in Nevada gonna be big tonight. Could be.
Is
key.
this? So
could be critical.
Let me ask you this.
As well as Arizona. Where's Arizona? Are they on this side?
No, they're on this side.
Arizona's over there.
But here,
Okay.
now I already know the swing states. Do you know the swing states?
Absolutely, JJ.
Show them the swing states.
Do we have them?
All the states are up here.
Oh, so you want, all right, so swing states. We have Nevada, going to be key tonight. Arizona, somewhere over here. Another big one in the west. North Carolina and Georgia, big ones in the south. The biggest right here, the state of Pennsylvania. Florida used to be a battleground. That's solid red now. And where is Wisconsin?
Maybe over here.
That we are looking for. Michigan as well. Michigan
Okay.
right here with its 15.
Wisconsin, not the
And
bottom.
we are looking for Wisconsin there with its 10. Those are the states that you want to keep an eye on tonight.
So if you want Kamala Harris to be president, you're going to want her to win those, what we just talked about. If you want Donald Trump to be president, you're going to have to win those that we just talked about. Big pointed out on this side, Nevada. That's a big one there too. So we'll go over to the next slide. What is a swing state? What is a swing state? Any state that can be reasonably won by either party. I should have waited to do this.
Yeah. No, but that's good. We got to point them out first.
List of swing states. Arizona with 11 electoral votes. Georgia with 16. Big T mentioned that. Michigan 15. Big T mentioned that. Nevada 6. Big T mentioned that. North Carolina 16. Big T mentioned that. Pennsylvania 19. Big T mentioned that. Wisconsin 10. Big T mentioned that. Next slide. Next slide.
Oh, we got.
Oh no.
Oh, JJ.
Oh no.
Does that mean Texas is a swing state?
I did that. We had a malfunction.
That's okay. I mean, we were trying to click the next slide. We needed next slide.
Should we just leave that, Lucas? Lucas, should we just leave that?
That was the last slide, and yes.
Okay, can we go over should we do the electoral? Should we get some callers, or we want to do electoral overview?
We've got some new states that have come in.
Okay, we got some new states.
We'll put Big T on the headset so I can tell them.
Okay, Big T on the headset. Ryan, that's on me. My bad. I think we're gonna have to fix it from the back.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? What do we got on the headset, Lucas?
Texas was called. We're gonna hear Big T. You hop on the mic there. Sit down. Ryan's gonna fix Jerry's mic.
Okay, Big T on the mic. JJ, I'm hearing we have some new projections.
Okay.
All right,
New
Lucas,
projections.
I am hearing Texas has been called, I presume, for former President Donald Trump. Lucas did not inform me of that. I'm just going to take a wild guess.
40.
That's
a
big,
one.
big number,
That's a
JJ.
big one. That's a big one.
Lucas, what's next? Lucas, what's
Give me
next?
1 second.
Okay. Lucas. That might be the only state we got, JJ. I was told we had more states.
Wyoming.
No, it can't be.
Wyoming. Is that for former President Trump, Lucas?
Should
Red.
be, yeah.
I am hearing Wyoming is red, JJ.
That's Wisconsin. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Wyoming, red.
If Wisconsin, that would be big news. That would be
That
big
would
news.
be massive. Is that it, Lucas?
The Dakotas.
I'm hearing both Dakotas, I assume red.
North and South Dakota.
Correct.
Red.
Both red.
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
Now,
Nebraska.
JJ, Nebraska, red, Jersey Jerry. That's going to be in the middle there for you. Look, Wyoming and South Dakota, right there's catty corner to them. There you go.
Nebraska, red.
Big red, they say up there.
Yeah, Big Red. Go Big Red.
Yeah.
Go Big Red. Well, shout out Will Compton. Also, breaking news. Time out. Breaking news. Breaking news. Lucas, breaking news. You hear me?
Gotcha.
Big Cat has officially passed his first kidney stone.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that.
And you ain't going to get that on any other coverage but here.
Now, JJ, if you would like a little bit of breaking news that I'm seeing here on one of our partner networks, I am seeing that with more than 50% of the vote in, former President Donald Trump leading by 1% in the state of Virginia.
So don't call that yet.
We're not calling that, but historically a Democratic stronghold. President Trump has a lead there of about 1% with, I believe I saw 56% reporting so far.
Is that it? Is that all the states so far?
I believe those are all the ones we have called, JJ.
Okay.
Seeing a lot of red on the board.
Okay, awesome. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Let's get back to the desk. Now, Big T,
Yes, sir.
you've been in politics.
Long time.
For quite some time.
Long time.
Tell the people how you got into politics.
It's important, JJ. You know, it's important. Get out there, vote, do your civic duty. It's important to know what's going on in our country, to know what's happening in Washington. It affects all of us. We need to know what's going on.
Now, we're down the middle of this show.
Of course, 100%.
But
Purple.
there's rumors flirting around. Big Tennessee, does he like red blow pops or blue blow pops?
You know, JJ, I love strawberries.
Okay.
Delicious fruit.
Okay.
So anything that's flavored strawberry,
Okay.
I'm partial to. Blueberries, a little. Don't love the blueberries as
I
much.
never really liked blueberries.
They're a little too bitter for me.
I'd say so.
But cherries. Who doesn't love a good cherry?
Speaking of
Get you a
cherries.
milkshake cherry on top.
Speaking of cherries, have you ever had, you know what Rita's Italian ice is?
Of course.
The cherry ice? Mm-hmm. Nothing
Out
beats
of this world.
Nothing beats it. But I'll tell you what's close to it, though, is the Blue Raz. It's close. It's close.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's really close. Lucas,
What's up?
can you inform me on how we're going to do these callers tonight? Because what I'm worried about tonight is we get some callers in here tonight, and they just try to bombard the stream and say crazy stuff. So we can't allow that tonight. So what's going to happen if somebody does that?
Well, we will be taking down everyone's name and number. We will dox you if you say something. We have a dump button to catch that. But if you say something fucked up, we will not hesitate to dox you and put your number on the internet. And as Jerry talked about last night, he's got a great dark web guy. We will send him on you to find you and dox you even further.
Okay.
Yeah, but we will be screening calls. And again, if they say something, we'll hang up, dump button. But yeah, don't ruin. If one person does it, we're done for the whole night. Don't ruin it for everyone.
And we don't want that, JJ.
No, we don't want that. Listen, like we said in the early of the show, we are 100% down the middle. We have strict orders from Dave Portnoy, the founder and CEO of Barstool. We had
Great guy.
Great guy.
The best.
I don't know who
he
he backed this year. I haven't seen it. But also we have strict orders from Chicago's top dog, and that is Barstool Big Cat, JJ Big T. You must be down the middle.
Which is great for us. That's why they picked us, because we are.
We are the two guys at Barstool. I will say this. We are the two guys at Barstool that have always been down the middle. And that's just how we see things. That's just how we go about our life. We see things. Listen, I can't say that. Never mind.
What are you? What?
I shouldn't say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you text me? I'll tell you if you can say it. Maybe CC Lucas on the text.
Okay.
Get two opinions in there.
Okay, hold on. Let me get it here.
While you're doing that, we're looking at another one of our partner networks. They're really focused on the state of North Carolina. Pennsylvania, I'm seeing Vice President Harris has a bit of a lead there with about 25% of the vote in. Again, Donald Trump clinging to a lead in the state of Virginia, which could turn this thing upside down,
Yes.
JJ. Could turn it
I just
on its
texted
head.
you. I just texted you.
Okay. I'm not seeing. Okay, there we go. I wouldn't say it.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it.
Let me get that text too.
Okay.
Lucas, I'll save you the trouble. I wouldn't say it.
Okay,
right,
fair.
great.
We just got a call in.
We got a call.
I just seen my phone and we got some breaking news in here. Lucas, do you know what that breaking news is out of one of the Carolinas?
I do not know that breaking news. I could double check real quick.
Go ahead and double check so I can confirm on my end what just happened in the great state of North Carolina.
Big or?
I mean, Jerry, you're the newsbreaker. Go ahead.
North Carolina has just been won by Donald Trump.
What? JJ! Oh my goodness!
North Carolina has just been won by Donald Trump. Press that right there.
Now, JJ, are we sure?
I got the info from Marjorie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. JNN first to call North Carolina. One of the 2 or 3 most important battleground states in this election, JJ.
Yes. North Carolina has just been won by Donald Trump. You heard that here first on JNN. Big T, what does that mean, though, okay? Because Trump has won North Carolina.
Okay.
Right? Okay, he won Florida, right? Oh, he's on pace to win.
So here's the path we're looking at, JJ. If we assume President Donald Trump has won North Carolina, which has been called here on JNN, that bodes well for him in Georgia.
Okay.
Another key battleground state he needs to win. If he can secure those and at least one of Arizona and Nevada, these two in the West over here, he needs just one of the blue wall states,
Gotcha.
Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin,
And then done.
to get
It's
to
over.
270.
And it's over.
Correct.
So let me ask you this. He wins this, right? Mm-hmm. He wins one of those. Kamala Harris will have to win all 3 of these states,
That's
which
right.
is Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
That's right. She will need to take all 3, which Joe Biden did in 2020. Trump took all 3 in 2016. Something's got to give.
Wow, very interesting news here. Breaking on JNN. Big T, I'm having a fun time here tonight.
This is great.
We got a lot of show left, right? And do we have the material do we have the material to go another 2.5 hours?
You're going to have to make a lot more calls, JJ.
We don't know if we have the material, but we're going to get through it here on JNN.
We got callers coming up. We got election trivia.
Election trivia. We got callers. We still have the election coverage. The election overview. Lucas. Should we do the election overview yet or no?
You can wait a second.
Okay.
Louisiana was also called.
Breaking news. Louisiana. Big T, go get it. Louisiana has been called. Lucas, by who?
Am I turning this red, Lucas?
Yep, call it.
Red?
It is red.
Louisiana's red.
2 taps for red. There we go. President Trump making a statement here in the southeast United States, JJ.
And Mincy's got to be loving this because he's a big southeast guy. He's got to be loving this. Ben Mintz, I am having a lot of technical difficulties with my headset. This is.
Oh, JJ.
Yeah. What?
That's a hell of a visual.
I got volume now. I'm gonna take the headset off for a little bit, Big T.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take the headset off for a little bit.
All right. You want? Lucas, do I need to leave the headset on, or can we go?
Yeah, we need one of you. Have
All right, I'm told we need someone with a headset.
Okay, I'm going to take it off because
Okay.
I'm not the biggest fan. Big T, I'm a big podcast listener.
Right.
I wasn't years ago. I love listening to podcasts now. Did you happen to listen to the podcast with Donald J. Trump and Joe Rogan?
I did listen to that show, Jerry.
And what do you think about it?
I think it was an interesting show. Sat down for about 3.5 hours, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was certainly an interesting interview. I think he touched on a lot of different topics on there.
Okay.
Biggest show in the country.
Biggest show in the country. And it's crazy that it wasn't on YouTube's main page.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't find it where it
Yeah.
said trending.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan talked about that
Right.
on the Elon Musk podcast, which he has had. Now, let me ask you this. I don't know how to say this the right way.
Okay.
Because it seems Donald Trump is looking really good right now. But you would think after getting shot, right? You would think after getting shot in the face. He got shot in the face.
Yeah, he did.
That Pennsylvania would be a blowout for him.
And it's something to keep in mind, JJ. It seems we've all forgotten. When that occurred this summer, he wasn't running against Kamala Harris.
It was against Biden.
He was running against current President Joe Biden, who was, some say ousted, some say there was a coup to get him out, install Kamala Harris to run for this re-election campaign for the entire ticket, I guess you'd say. So there was a material change, as you'd say.
Now, let me ask you this. We don't want to give our viewers no misinformation.
No.
We don't want to give them fake news. But if you could put a percentage on this, what would you put the percentage at that they kicked Joe Biden out of office?
97.
That's high.
Yeah.
So they did it.
I don't make predictions here at JNN. That's up to you. It's the Jerry News Network.
I'm going to say they did that.
Okay.
And I think that was really fucked up. Because
crazy.
Listen,
Unprecedented.
I think it was really fucked up. I think he had life left in him. I think he's got a lot of life left in him here, okay? I think he should be running. I don't think it should have ever been Kamala Harris. She was there's no vote for her to get in there. She just got randomly appointed.
Yeah.
I think it should have been Joe Biden here tonight, okay, versus Donald J. Trump, a rematch. I think it should have been a rematch.
The rematch for the title.
100%.
Yeah.
And for them to just kick him out, kick him to the curb like a dog. And
you know who kicked him? Well, Pelosi.
Okay, Pelosi did it. But also, let me ask you this, Big T. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Kamala Harris is really going to be making some of these decisions if she becomes president? or because there's rumors going around. Listen, we're not giving you fake news like we said. There are rumors floating around that possibly former President Barack Obama is making some of these decisions.
JJ, I hate to cut you off here, but we do have two very important updates to bring you. I am seeing, we talked about that state of Iowa earlier, JJ.
Yeah, we did.
And historically a Republican stronghold, but there was the Ann Seltzer poll that said maybe Kamala is making more inroads than we thought. I'm seeing Vice President Kamala Harris with a slight lead in Iowa right now.
Wow.
However, we did talk about North Carolina and Georgia. If Trump's doing well in North Carolina, that's going to bode well for him in Georgia. I saw a slight Trump lead in Georgia as well right now with about 75% of the vote in.
Okay.
That's a big state for President Donald Trump. He has to have that one if he wants to win his second term as President of the United States.
Now, Big T, the board here, we'll call them the fake news network because we're the real news network.
Right.
The fake news network has 154 to 81. We have 179 to 82. Why is that? Did I call a couple?
Well, you called North Carolina.
Okay.
Which was a big call. Big call, JJ.
Was it a big call?
We were the first to call.
I got it here. I got the. Hold on.
Where'd you get that?
Hold on. I'm gonna find it for you right now. Marjorie tweeted it. Where's she at?
Taylor Greene?
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hold on, here it is. State win alert. North Carolina is won by the GOAT himself, Donald J. Trump. We needed this. She called it.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I called it too, though.
We were the first news network to call that one, JJ, and that is a massive call.
So I hope it's not a call that makes us look bad.
Right,
Because-
because you called it.
Because this is the first ever JNN Election Day coverage. This could be the only one if we get that wrong.
If you get that wrong, it not only upsets our little broadcast here tonight, it upsets a large portion of the country, JJ.
It does. It does. It does. And is Trump winning the popular vote right now?
I did see at last check he was up in the popular vote of the votes that have been counted so far, but that's a long way to go tonight.
And
JJ.
you know what's shocking to me, Big Tennessee, is this. You could win the popular vote, and you could lose an election.
as several have in the last several
That
elections.
never has made sense to me.
Well, JJ, so if we went to a national popular vote, right?
Okay, yeah.
What would be the incentive for either candidate to ever go anywhere other than L.A., San Francisco, New York,
Because the population, you're
Atlanta,
saying.
Houston?
Because the population.
Right.
Got
So
it.
the Electoral College was designed by our founding fathers to give every state a voice in this election.
Founding fathers, you mean George Washington, Abraham Lincoln.
You could. He was a little later, but you could toss him in there. He was,
All right,
he
and
was
that's
about
all-
100 years later.
That's all I got.
Okay. Thomas Jefferson.
He invented electricity.
Close.
Who invented electricity?
That's Edison.
Thomas Edison.
Well, light bulb. Electricity is
Different.
It was just kind of discovered.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
We don't want to get too
Right,
off the
right,
rails here. We don't want to get too off the rails here. Now,
Still early.
very early. What surprised me today was I go outside. I'm on my phone. I'm going through social media, and I can't get over the amount of Twitter is just. It seems like Donald Trump should win this in a runaway. Some of these tweets I'm seeing, it's just millions and millions of views and likes and retweets and quote tweets. I'm surprised Kamala, has even a couple states on the board right now.
Well, you got to be careful, JJ. Social media is not real life always.
Fair. That's
There's
fair.
a lot of people out there not on social media, not tweeting all the time, or on X now, the Everything app. It's all happening on X.
I want to get into X as well.
Why don't you do that right now for me, JJ?
I want to get into X as well.
You want to take a second and call a couple?
Yeah, let's take a second and call.
I'm hearing we have some more calls to make. Hit me, Lucas.
Start with some blue states, Maryland and Connecticut.
JJ, we're here in Connecticut and Maryland are blue. We called Connecticut first. We were the first news network to already call Connecticut, but you're looking at Maryland going blue.
Where's Connecticut? Oh, Connecticut. We called that.
Yeah.
We knew that already. Oh, Maryland, right?
Little further down. There you go.
Maryland, blue.
Yep.
Is that it?
And last one for right now, Ohio is red.
And Ohio,
Red.
red for
17.
former President Donald
17.
Trump. Used to be a key battleground state, now pretty solidly red.
I see a lot of red on the board.
A lot of red on the board.
A lot of red is on the board here tonight. Is that all the states so far?
Is that all we got, Lucas?
You're good right now.
We are good for right now.
Okay, awesome. Big T, I want to talk about X. Not an ex-girlfriend, formerly known as Twitter.
X.com, the everything app.
X.com, the everything app.
Slide a little left on the desk for me.
How important do you
Slide a little left, Lucas told us.
how,
He'd like that. wouldn't
how
he?
important do you think the owner of Twitter, Elon Musk, how important do you think that was for Donald Trump to win this election tonight, if he wins? If Donald Trump wins, how much of an effect did Elon Musk have?
Significant, I think, JJ. I mean, he's the richest person in the world.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact, yeah. Controls one of the largest social media sites we have in the United States.
Okay.
Seems to have shifted it a bit, maybe to the right, much to the dismay of some.
Could seem that way.
Right, but so if Trump wins this election, I think he owes Elon Musk a hearty thank you.
I think so too. And you know what I love? What the Musk guy did? What he did was he added community notes. Mm-hmm. And for anybody that doesn't know what community notes are this thing, right? It's a thing that is underneath a tweet that pretty much tells you this is true what this person's saying, or this is false what this person is saying. And I think that's very big because you've seen during the COVID, right? You've seen during the COVID that a lot of fake news was being spread. And you know what I don't understand? And I don't want to go left and I don't want to go right. I want to stay down the middle. Dr. Fauci's a fraud. He's a
Okay.
fraud, and he should be prosecuted.
Okay.
Okay? He's a scumbag liar that should not have a job. Okay? He lied to millions and millions and millions and millions of people, right? And he forced the vaccine on people. He forced. Listen, and I don't want to get left, and I don't want to get right, and I want to stay down the middle here tonight. That rhymed great. He forced that vaccine on a lot of people. Big T.
Did you take the vaccine?
I will answer this. My right hand to God. I have never taken the COVID vaccine. Can you say the same?
We're not getting into politics tonight, JJ. We're doing this straight. We're doing it down the middle.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Lucas, how is the meter going tonight? Because we do have a meter on our network. How has that meter been working out?
We haven't had a chance to update it yet. You guys have been pretty neutral.
I love that.
From what I've seen.
Okay.
That is really, really good
And that's
stuff.
what we strive for here at JNN.
And that's why Portnoy and Big Cat said, we want the two most neutral guys.
They called us in.
They called us in. They said, we want the two most neutral guys on this show tonight. And we love that. And we respect them a lot. Also, I don't think it's any, I know I said it before, but now my wheels are turning. Dave Portnoy has endorsed President Donald J. Trump.
I believe he did say he was voting for him. That's
yes,
correct.
yeah, multiple times as well. And now that is a owner, right? Founder of our company.
Big company.
A very big company, very successful guy, has multiple houses throughout the U.S. I don't know if he has anything overseas, but I know multiple houses throughout the country. So he is voting for Donald Trump.
Right.
What kind of message does that send to the employees?
I think we want everyone to make their own decision.
Fair.
For sure, you go out there and vote how you see fit. But Dave Portnoy, one of the most successful men I've ever met, if not the most.
I think so too. Honestly.
Certainly,
yeah,
I mean,
think so too.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money that guy made very successful business decisions. And he says, you know what? I see what Donald Trump is doing. I'm voting for that guy because I think the country needs that. So you take that, you see what you want to do with it. If you want to take it, receive it, that's great. If you want to defer to the second half, that's great too.
You know what I love today in the office? What I loved out of this office today was people were going to vote. And I would ask them, who did you vote for? And they say, JJ, I love you so much. I cannot tell you who I voted for. And I respect that. I'll be the first one. I respect that. So next time I go to vote, I'm not letting nobody know who I voted for.
I like that. You want,
because I think
you didn't ask me.
Who did you vote for?
You want to tell?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But I love that. And I think that's how it should be. And I didn't know much about that. I just thought you're supposed to say, yeah, I voted for this guy. You see the news anchors, they're having people at the polls, and they're like, who'd you vote for? They say, oh, Kamala, oh, Trump. I think it should be a secret. Speaking of secrets, secrets keep you sick sometimes. The rumor going around social media is there's a lot of silent Trump voters. There's a lot of people that don't talk about it, that even talk about how they love Kamala Harris, but they are going to vote for Donald Trump. And do you think you see that tonight?
It's too early to tell tonight, JJ, but we do know in 2016, all of the polling looked like Hillary Clinton was going to win in a landslide. We know what happened. 2020, people forget this, Jerry, because Donald Trump did not win his re-election bid. Joe Biden won. But the polling was actually off by more in 2020. It discounted
What does that
Trump
mean?
voters.
What does that mean?
So the polling said Biden was going to win in a landslide, and he did win fairly comfortably, but the margin from the polls to the actual voting numbers was off by even more than it was in 2016.
Oh,
People
okay.
they forget about that. They don't talk about it because Trump didn't win. So we don't know how reliable the polls are with Trump. Are people more comfortable saying they're voting for him now? Are the numbers going to be a little more reliable?
Gotcha.
I think the numbers we're seeing tonight so far indicate that maybe there still is a little bit of a polling error when it comes to counting Trump voters.
Now, I always thought this. Why don't they do one day of the year, today, one day. Ain't no early voting, ain't no mail in the ballot.
Right.
One day to vote. You cast your vote, paper ballot, and
Yep.
they all get counted the next day.
I think that sounds like a great idea, Jerry. There are a lot of people who disagree with you. A lot of people.
Gotcha. Let's talk about immigration. Let's talk about let's talk about immigration.
Okay,
I think it's a serious topic. Lucas?
I might have to update the meter, but tread lightly.
Well, we're
Okay,
gonna tread lightly.
he didn't say
Listen,
no.
that is a big topic here tonight, and you see Donald Trump pushing close the border, close the border, close the border. Kamala Harris, it seems like, a while ago didn't really care about it much. Since then, she's taken a stance on, we're going to follow Donald Trump's policy, we're going to close this border. What has taken so long for her to come to that conclusion?
Well, JJ, at one point she was appointed the, quote, border czar.
Explain it to people, because even JJ might not know what border czar is.
But we're going to explain it.
We know, but we're going to explain it fair.
So czar is a title. It's not an official role, but it means you're in charge. You're in charge of this. This is your issue.
Okay.
So she was appointed by the Biden administration, the border czar, supposed to tackle some of the issues there at the border. Now claims that never happened.
Wow.
Maybe she wasn't. We don't know. The issues at the border, if there are any, seem to have maybe persisted throughout the Biden tenure as president. And she says that she wouldn't change anything Biden did as president if she were in the Oval Office.
She's openly said that.
She has said that. So now I think during the campaign she's been a little more gung ho on we're gonna go do something about the border,
Gotcha.
but that remains to be seen.
But it seems to me you see President Trump, what I think is the head of the border. I don't know what you call that. What's the head of the border guys? The guys.
The border patrol. Border patrol.
The head of the border patrol. The guys with the guns at the border that are fighting that border every single day. Those guys seem to endorse President Donald Trump.
Right. That's correct.
And they don't seem to endorse President Kamala Harris. How big is the talk about the border and the policy around the border going to have on this election?
Well,
tonight?
JJ, I guess we're going to find out. Some of these exit polls, they ask, what is your number one issue that you're voting on in this election? A lot of people said the economy. That seems to bode well for former President Trump. A lot of people said maybe abortion, reproductive rights, things like that. That bodes well for Vice President Kamala Harris. So we'll see what wins out in the end. Border, obviously a huge issue in this election. And we'll see in states like North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, what ends up happening in those states.
And another thing is, what I'm having trouble understanding is this. Let's talk about abortion for a second, right?
Why don't we take a caller?
We're gonna take a caller.
Take a caller.
We'll take a caller. Let's take a caller.
Do we have a caller, Lucas?
Yep, we're queuing him up. Johnny from PA. Just know if you say anything, we will dox your number. Go ahead.
Battleground state off the bat.
Battleground state off the bat. I love it. Johnny, go ahead.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me?
Welcome to JNN.
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Hey, I just want to say I appreciate you guys keeping it purple, keeping it neutral on
That's
here.
right.
I appreciate that.
Johnny, can we ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, bring it on.
So, Johnny, you said your name. You said where you lived. Did you vote today, or have you voted yet?
I tried to vote. They wouldn't let me in.
Oh.
Wow.
Breaking news
Wow.
on JNN. Breaking news. Lucas, play music or something like that. Breaking news.
I showed up with my MAGA hat, and they wouldn't let me in.
Now, Johnny, I do have to tell you, that is not allowed, unfortunately.
That's against the rules.
That's against the rules. Now, did you take it off and get to vote?
No. I explained to them I was a citizen, and they wouldn't let me in. They said I had to be an illegal immigrant to be able to come in and vote.
Wow.
Wow, breaking news on JNN. You are clearly not an illegal immigrant, correct?
Correct.
So how didn't they let him vote?
They wouldn't let me in.
Did you say I'll take off the hat?
I tried. I tried everything I could.
Now, JJ, that's, first caller off the bat.
The silent majority is being overrun by the illegal majority.
Like blood related.
That's a family member.
I got a friend of the family.
Okay.
Someone
Not related.
Okay, I'll explain to you this way. A family friend, somebody who's very close to the family.
Okay.
A friend of the family.
Little out there.
Little outside.
Okay.
I had a friend of the family.
Gotcha.
who went to vote today.
Right? Election day.
Election day. He was going to vote for Donald J. Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He went to go. And it was a machine. It was the touch.
Mm-hmm.
He was touching Donald J. Trump.
I don't like the touch, JJ. I don't like the touch.
He was pressing the touch. It was touch, Donald J. Trump, Donald J. Trump. It wouldn't touch. He finally did a long finger, right? A long finger, and held it on Donald J. Trump. And you know what happened, folks at home?
Don't tell me, JJ.
That vote went to Kamala Harris.
No, JJ.
That vote went. So I have always been a big fan of the writing.
I don't like the touch.
I don't like the touch. I like the writing. So if you can, go to a place, not anymore, everything's pretty much closed now, but you should always do the writing. Do you agree with that?
I love the paper. Now there is a county. What time are we at right now? 8:53.
8:53.
I think there is 7 minutes left in, I believe it's Cambria County, Pennsylvania.
What's the deal with that?
There were some voting machines this morning that had a little bit of a malfunction. And a lot of people weren't able to vote. They said we're keeping the polls open until 10 p.m. Eastern.
Extension.
Coming up in 7 minutes. And I believe you just have to be in line by that point. So if you're driving around in Cambria County, Pennsylvania right now, you haven't voted, get to your polling place. You can still go vote.
Did we call Georgia yet?
I have a couple updates.
Wow, okay. I'm going to go to the board.
First update, I did dump the end of that call. So, yeah, no.
JJ, first update is the end of that call was dumped.
Okay, that's the update. Okay.
Yeah.
No, the other
Gotcha.
update
Okay,
is
that's good. I like
Missouri red.
JJ, another update, which I did say we should have done at the beginning because it had already been called. But Lucas is telling me Missouri has been called for former President Donald Trump. Get you down. Border state of us. Yeah.
Donald Trump. Red.
Is that it, Lucas?
That is it.
That is it, JJ. Now we're looking at some numbers here. Michigan, Kamala Harris opening up a 6-point lead. Only about 15% of the vote reporting there. Minnesota, actually, JJ, very early, 1%. But Donald Trump with a lead there in Minnesota, which I believe, did we call already? I thought it was blue. Maybe we've taken it off.
We did call it earlier.
Very early there. But we're seeing some numbers. Kamala Harris, last I checked, did have a bit of a lead in Pennsylvania, which we did say the most important state here tonight.
Gotcha. I don't know, man. You know what's interesting about Minnesota? Tim, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy, I don't call him this.
Right.
But it's been said on social media, Tampon Tim, because this is a guy who wants tampons in boys' bathrooms in school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they've been calling him Tampon Tim. I don't call him that. I refuse to call him that. But Tampon Tim, right, from Minnesota, obviously vice president with Kamala Harris, and his family. This is a guy, his family, they made shirts, walls for Trump. So have you seen this?
I did see that, yeah.
That's not, I'm not getting spoofed. That's not a fake photo.
I believe
right?
it was real, yeah.
So it's a real photo. He's got to feel like shit.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's pretty crazy. Like if I was running for president, right? I was running for president, and all my cousins and my relatives, they all had shirts. Somebody else for president, I would feel like shit.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for yourself when that happens. So, yeah, I'm not sure. You know what his favorite former football coach, Tim Walz?
Really?
Yeah. You don't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
no.
You didn't?
I didn't know that.
Oh, they've made a big deal about it.
Really?
Do you know what his favorite play is?
No.
Did you see the tweet?
I did not.
Oh, you haven't seen the tweet?
I haven't seen the tweet.
Lucas, can we pull the tweet up?
What tweet is it?
Pick six, the pick six play.
Gotcha. We'll pull it up. You guys keep talking. I'll pull it up on the big board.
Okay, JJ, we'll have the tweet up to show you. From a former football coach, you would think that this tweet wouldn't have gone out.
Okay.
But it went out big time.
It went out. Okay.
Yeah.
That is that big, Nevada? Most important issue, 33% says democracy, 32% says economy. Who does that favor? Because that seems to me that would favor Donald Trump.
Economy, certainly. Democracy, kind of a toss-up there. I feel like we're engaged in democracy right now. I feel like that's
okay.
I don't know what the issue is.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we'll see. 48% of people polled in Nevada say their family's financial situation worse than 4 years ago. 22% say better. 29% about the same. Those are the kind of numbers that former President Donald Trump wants to see coming out of the polls in those battleground states.
You know what's interesting, Big T? Now, we work at Barstool. Excellent job. Love it at
Amazing.
Barstool. Love it at Barstool. I would say I was making very good money, right?
Okay.
But I was always broke.
Right.
I was making very good money, but I was always broke. I don't know how that worked out. It came to time during Joe Biden, right, when he was president, where I ran out of money.
Wow.
I ran out of money, and my contract was about a year and a half away. And I sat Dave down and I said this. I said, Dave, I've been working hard. J After Dark is doing really well. I'm on all these football shows. I'm doing the foreplay. I'm getting the views. I'm getting the subscriptions. I'm getting the follows on the Rumble and all that. I think it's time for a raise. Mm-hmm. And you know what Dave Portnoy said to me?
What did he say, JJ?
He said, JJ, I don't blame you. This economy is disgusting. I'm going to give you a raise based on the economy.
Wow.
How bad it is.
Wow. Should I? You think I should?
So maybe if you want a raise, you go to Dave Portnoy and say the economy's fucked up.
We'll see how tonight goes.
I got the tweet up on the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
So JJ, if you want to take a look at this, this is Tim Walsh.
Oh my God!
He played Madden with AOC, and he tweeted, "AOC can run a mean pick six." Now.
And run a mean pick six.
Now, JJ, you and I, we watch ball. We watch a lot of ball. That seems to indicate Tim Walsh thinks the pick six is a play that you can run.
It does.
Now, I've never coached football,
no,
but I feel like if a defense could choose to run a pick six,
they would call it every play.
Every play.
Every play would be a pick six.
Now, maybe his defense that he coached was running the pick six every time. I don't know. A mean one.
Could be.
A mean one.
Lucas, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How are the numbers tonight on JNN compared to CNN and Fox News?
I don't have the numbers for their stream. I can tell you we are at about 20 between all of our platforms.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Nice, Jake.
So I think we're right up there with the CNN, the Fox News, the Daily Wire. I would say we're up there with those guys, no?
I would say we're probably doing way better than that.
Okay, fair. Lucas, can we get another caller on the line?
Yes, we can.
Let's get another caller, Big T. What do you say?
I would love that.
Like we said, the dump button is in place.
Did have to dump the first call.
We did have to dump the first call.
We have Gavin from North Carolina to talk about Jerry calling Trump to win North Carolina. If you say something crazy, we will dox you. Go ahead. He just hung up. He got scared.
Okay.
Oh, wow. But we're
call.
getting a lot of swing state calls.
Yeah, a lot of swing state calls. I like
That's
that.
good. I would like tonight, JJ, and this is your show. You tell me. I would like to get a call from every swing state, see how the people there are feeling.
Guy.
Wow, perfect.
Renfro from Pennsylvania.
Bring him in.
To talk about, Pennsylvania. Go ahead. If you say something crazy, we will dox you.
Hello, hi, is this me?
Yeah, it's you.
Hi. Hey, Jerry, just want to let you know, big time follower, first time caller.
Love that.
I know obviously you're very, very purple today, but
Yes.
I just wanted to ask you, if we got DK today, how would that have affected the election? And one more question after that.
If we got DK Metcalf?
Yes.
Ooh, I think if we got DK Metcalf, I think that it would have influenced Kamala Harris, I would say.
Really?
I think so. I think that would have influenced Kamala Harris.
Seattle guys. So yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, I think I'd be right about that. Also, breaking news.
We have a couple of projections.
But go ahead.
To make,
You have one more. Go ahead.
All right, Jerry. So obviously, it's an economic question. Mm-hmm. You came with some big wins last week.
Yeah.
What is your economic plan with your big wins that you had in betting like last week or 2 weeks ago?
My personal economic plan, you're saying?
Yeah, big moves.
You know what I do? I flood the streets. And I ain't talking about product like drugs like that. I flood the streets. And I go to every and I bring the money to people, and I say, you know what? To that homeless veteran on the corner, I say, here's $150. Go get a hotel room on me.
Wow.
And you know what I do? I say to the other homeless guy, hey, you want a hotel room? No, I don't want a hotel room. How about I go buy you some McDonald's, right? How do I put?
And Jerry, that's why we support you. Me and my girlfriend Miana, we support you big time.
We watch every live stream. We love you.
Yeah,
we love you guys too. We appreciate you. Thanks for calling in.
We're so excited to be on.
And that's what you got to do. You got to flood. You know what I do? I've heard it before. You got to show love.
That's right, JJ.
Love always prevails.
Love wins.
Love always wins. You said it right. Love always wins. Mm-hmm. We have some breaking news on the TV. Big T, do you remember what just popped up?
JJ, I know we have one state to call, and that is that former President Trump has won the state of Utah.
Utah, wow.
Utah.
Is that always red?
Always.
Okay, I was wrong.
Always.
I was wrong on that. Utah's red. And Big T, I'll tell you why I predicted on the Yak today I predicted Utah being blue.
Oh, okay.
So I think I predicted Utah being blue, and the reason I did that was because I figured like the Mormon, there's a lot of Mormon.
Right.
I thought they were blue.
Oh, they're red, JJ.
They're red.
Big time red.
I had no idea.
Massive red.
I always thought if like the Mormons believed in God, but they don't. But they do.
No, they do.
They do, but it's a different God.
It's a tricky area.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
I was under the impression they were the blue side.
No, they're red.
Red. Always red.
Big
no matter
time
what.
red. Massive red.
So they got 172, and we to 81. We have 212 to 99. Where's
the CNN and stuff is a little bit behind like Google and the AP. So we got Google in the back here loading up. So they call it a little bit quicker than CNN and Fox News because again they're entertainment as well. So
wow, who do we trust? Who do we trust?
I think
I trust JNN.
Right. Google had a little discrepancy today. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, there was some stuff with Google.
Talk to me about it.
There was some stuff on Google,
Just
JJ.
say something.
I would say before you do that, I think we should take off North Carolina and just play it by ear when it actually gets called on Google. If that's cool with you guys, just so we don't don't get like any misinformation or anything.
I mean,
I called it.
You can't take back a call.
I can't take it back. I called it.
All right, fine. From now on, we'll stick by the book if that's cool with you guys.
But the book, we're the book.
Now, JJ, I will tell you, we're looking at North Carolina right now. President Donald Trump with about a 5-point lead there in the Tar Heel
how much
state.
is left?
I believe that's with more than 50% reporting.
Gotcha.
Now,
okay.
we don't know what areas still have left to report. Obviously, if Raleigh, Charlotte, Wilmington, those areas have a lot more to report, then that number will catch up for Vice President Kamala Harris.
66% reported.
66, 2/3, JJ. 0.6, you get repeating.
So that's pretty big.
That's a lot.
What number would you say where it's like, yeah, you won? 100%.
I mean,
78?
I mean, in a state like that, it just depends where the vote is remaining.
Okay.
Like if it's all rural areas, I think you could call it for Trump right now. If it's all Research Triangle, Wilmington, Charlotte, those places,
gotcha.
You're going to want to wait a little bit more, see some of those results come in.
You know what I didn't understand today? Now, Jersey has been called, right? Did we call Jersey?
That's correct.
Jersey was blue, right? I'm from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Jersey Jerry.
Jersey Jerry, from New Jersey. Right. Lived Jersey my whole life, pretty much, besides Arizona and Chicago. I don't think I've ever ran into a Democrat in New Jersey.
Really?
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
So I don't know where the votes come from.
Oh, a lot.
Because I haven't, all my union brothers, they all voted red. Family friends have voted red. I never ran into somebody who voted blue in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's a lot of them.
There is a lot, clearly. I mean, they win it every year, right?
Yeah, every time.
Every year they win it. Is this report true? And I don't know, maybe Lucas could help us out. Did President Donald Trump win Miami?
I can't confirm that for you. You're going to have to, Lucas can
search that.
Search that up, Lucas, because that would be the first time since 2004 that Miami turned red.
Re-election for President George W. Bush in 2004.
Yes, which we're not going to talk about that.
Right.
We're going to talk about this election.
Right, yeah. But why wouldn't we talk about that?
Well, I don't want to talk about the 9/11 and stuff like that. So we're going to
You were right about Miami.
He won Miami.
Wow.
I was right on Miami. Where are you getting this information? You're getting it from JNN. Okay, because these news channels aren't telling you that. I just told you that. For the first time, breaking news since 2004. Hey, we got breaking news. Hold on, time out. Take a seat. You want to come on for a second? Yeah, you want to come on? Maybe who you voted for? Nobody. Oh, you didn't vote? Okay, so the custodian didn't vote. He didn't vote today. And that's okay. Not everybody votes.
A lot of people don't.
They all lie.
Say it again?
They all lie.
Ain't that the truth?
He said they all lie.
Ain't that the truth?
You know who doesn't lie?
JNN.
JNN. We don't lie. We bring it to you straight here at JNN. We won't lie. And you know what? I'm happy I called North Carolina, Big T.
Yeah, and JJ, to your point, maybe that surge we're seeing in North Carolina, we keep coming back to Virginia as more of the vote rolls in. President Trump still with a slight edge in the state of Virginia. Again, that could turn this race upside down.
Look at Wisconsin there, Big T. 30% of the vote in.
Razor thin in
Wisconsin.
Kamala Harris with a 5,000 or so vote lead.
Big T, take it away with Arizona.
Arizona, folks, wow. 621,000 votes for President Donald Trump, 621,000 votes for Vice President Kamala Harris. Literally tens of votes separating them in the state of Arizona. Tens, dozens perhaps.
Wow, that is razor thin. Lucas, I want to take a break in coverage, and can we hit the board and go over the election overview?
We sure can.
Let's do that, okay? Let's do that. I made another PowerPoint presentation, Big T, that I think you're going to love.
Okay.
I think you're going to love this.
Hit me, JJ.
So this is called The Election Overview by Jersey Jerry. Factors. Now, these are factors likely to impact outcome. What that means is these are things that could impact the winner of the election. Number one, economic concerns. With inflation and economic uncertainty, the economy is the top issue, Big T. One of the main differences I noticed is years ago I was able to go to the grocery store. Mm-hmm. I was able to afford groceries, right? I was able to buy steaks without a problem.
What cut?
Ribeye.
Nice.
Big ribeye guy.
Nice.
And it seems like today it is so hard to go to the grocery store and buy sufficient meals.
JJ, I don't want to. We're playing it down the middle.
Yes.
You tried to buy bacon recently?
I haven't tried to buy bacon, no.
Brother, may as well buy a boat.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Very sad. And who do we blame for that? Do we blame Donald Trump?
You know, that's up to the voters,
Or do we
JJ.
blame President Biden?
I believe it was our friend Rico Bosco.
Okay.
Who said when the big guy was in, juice was $2.50.
Okay.
And now you go to buy a bottle of juice. It's $6, JJ. I don't know who to blame for that. Maybe there's some forces at play that we don't necessarily know. But Rico Bosco said, under the big man, the juice was cheap. Okay. The juice was cheap.
I like
JJ.
that. Second bullet point we got here: healthcare and Social Security. High healthcare costs and Social Security preservation are critical, especially for older voters in states like Pennsylvania and Florida.
Can I ask you a question, JJ?
Shoot.
Every 2 weeks we get a paycheck.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes in your bank account, you just see the number. But if you go into our HR thing, you can see all the taxes, all that. Mm-hmm. And every 2 weeks, there's a Social Security tax.
Yes, there is.
Not an insignificant amount of money.
Significant, I may say.
And now they're telling me, they're saying the government is saying, in 20 years this is going to be gone.
Gone.
No, it's going to no exist.
So why are we paying for it?
JJ, I wish someone would tell me. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know how that works. That sounds bad to me.
It is. It's very bad. Speaking of health, what happened?
Do we have a call? Get on the headset, JJ.
Go ahead.
Colorado.
Who? Breaking news. Breaking news. Colorado. Blue. Colorado is blue. Okay.
Always was going to be blue.
Always was going to be blue. Always was going to be blue. Lucas, let's go back here because I want to get into something really quick. Hit it. Big T, this is a big one. The healthcare, right?
Right.
Okay. What I want to say about healthcare is this. Donald J. Trump has came out and said this. And if you're a woman, and you're watching this stream tonight, and you're trying to get pregnant,
okay,
and you can't get pregnant, you best have voted for Donald Trump because he's going to do the IVF for free. He's going to do the IVF for free so you can get pregnant and have kids. We want more babies here, and we're down the middle, right? We're down the middle. Yeah. But if you, not me, I want more babies and I have babies. But I don't think I need the IVF yet, or my girlfriend. But if you want to have kids and you can't have kids and you've been trying and you've been having sex, right, and you just can't get pregnant and your boyfriend is shooting up the club and nothing's working, or your husband's shooting up the club, nothing's working, you vote Donald Trump because the IVF is going to be free. Did you hear him say that?
Yeah, JJ, I think you put it eloquently.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Youth and first-time voter turnout.
Going to be big tonight.
Very big. Younger and first-time voters could play a critical role in Pennsylvania, particularly in the state cities and college town. Big T, what does that mean?
JJ, you know what I heard today in Philadelphia around Temple University? They needed to bring more ballots. There were so many people voting there. Could be big for Kamala Harris there in Pennsylvania. The youth turnout is going to be big for the Democratic Party. We'll see how that plays out in Philadelphia and other cities in Pennsylvania and around the other battleground states.
Okay. 5, union support and labor issues. Pennsylvania has a strong union presence, particularly in sectors like manufacturing, construction, and public services. Union endorsements and how candidates address labor issues such as job security, wages, and benefits can sway large groups of voters. Now that's very interesting, Big T.
And that's something you know about, JJ.
That's something I know about. Donald Trump, right? Built all these buildings, negotiated all these deals, right, over the years. You would think unions would love him. You would think unions would love him. All I know is this. At Local 855, my former union, Local 855 Pipe Fitters Union out in New Jersey, they love Donald J. Trump. 98% of that union voted for Donald J. Trump. That's all I got to say on that. Crime and public safety. Public safety is a hot topic in Pennsylvania, especially in larger cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, where crime rates have been a significant concern. Big T, I just went to the Steelers game.
Okay.
I'm driving home from the Steelers game. Driving not home, but to my friend's house. We're driving, right? We had a great time at the game. Steelers won. They beat the Giants. And we're driving. I was like, hey, not for nothing. Wherever we at, what happened? It seemed like when I came to Pittsburgh a couple years ago to watch Big Ben's last home game, and we took the same route back to your house, this neighborhood was beautiful.
Yeah.
And we went through that same neighborhood, Big T.
Yeah.
And it looked like Baghdad. It looked like Baghdad in the early 2000s. The city was shit. You know, every board's on every business. So this is what they're talking about here. Who does that help, you think? Do you think that helps Donald J. Trump, or do you think that helps Kamala Harris?
If safety is a public concern for a voter, that's going to help Trump significantly, JJ.
Gotcha. Okay, next slide.
Business-wise.
What's wrong with the mic? Here we go. Now, these are keys to victory for Kamala Harris. I wrote them down today. Hold her ground with black and Latino voters. So that means she needs the black vote, she needs the Latino vote to win this election, right?
Yeah, historically, big groups for the Democratic Party. She's going to need to hold those in the key battleground states tonight.
That's how, years ago Barack Obama won. He had the black vote. He had the Latino vote then.
Now, JJ, I don't want to interrupt you. If you do want to get on the headset, I just heard some commotion from the cave.
Was there commotion in the cave?
Hooting and or hollering.
What happened there?
We're getting an update on Arizona, I believe, on CNN right now. Hold on. Tell that to Big T.
Hold on, we got an update on Arizona possibly. How do we have an update on Arizona?
I think that's nothing in there. I think we're all up to date. They
Okay.
were just doing a check-in.
We're all up to date.
Okay.
We're up to date.
Okay. I just heard hooting and hollering.
Yeah, it could have been
Maybe
something
they're
big.
ahead of us.
Maybe they're ahead. Who knows? Another key. These are 5 keys to victory for Kamala Harris. Abortion, which we talked about earlier. No, we didn't talk about that. We stopped, right? We got cut off. Abortion powers women to the ballot box. So what that means, if you're having sex, right? If you're a girl who's active having sex, and guys are, you know what, right? And by mistake, you might get pregnant. You want to get an abortion because you don't want the kid, right? So this is a big key for Kamala Harris. Is if all these girls who are mistakenly getting pregnant and they don't want to get pregnant, they're going to say, hey, Kamala Harris is gonna give me the abortion. So I'm going to vote for her. Next, grow Democratic support in the suburbs. Big T, what does that mean?
Well, JJ, historically, when we look at the map tonight, you're going to see a lot of Democratic support in the cities. And then as you get further out, you're going to see a lot more red. Like we talked about with North Carolina, Charlotte, Wilmington, Raleigh, Durham. Those places are going to be very blue.
Blue, okay.
You get out into the suburbs, you're going to see a lot more red. If she can garner some more support among suburban women, things like that, could be a big night for her. If Trump holds those groups strong, he could take it home once again.
Then we got next, neutralize Trump on the economy and immigration. Neutralize means to me, what is she just trying to follow the same plan or something? What does that mean?
I think she wants to convince the voters that she has a better plan than President
A better
Trump.
plan.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I don't know if that is factual, but we'll skip over that and we'll do another one. Deliver on a superior ground game. So what that means to me is you want to run the football for 200 yards a game. She needs people on the ground going to that ballot box. Today, yesterday, weeks ago, you need to go vote. She needs those people to win this election. Lucas, next slide. Now we have more keys.
Wow, JJ.
This is a lot bigger for Donald Trump here tonight. We got keys to victory for Donald J. Trump. Big T, you want to read the first one?
Yeah, so Trump's going to want to drive strong turnout among rural and working class voters. Those are those union guys you talked about, people living out in the suburbs who maybe they're flip-flopping, maybe they're thinking about Kamala Harris. Trump needs those because it's the vote in the cities is going to get run up for Harris. So he needs to bring those guys out, particularly in Pennsylvania where you have those unions and things like that. North Carolina, a lot of those voters as well. So you're going to want to do that.
Okay. Next, we got appeal to suburban swing voters. Suburban areas, especially around cities in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Arizona, are essential. To connect with these voters, Trump is emphasizing concerns about safety, the economy, education. Messaging on tax relief, law and order, and protecting family values. What does that mean? What does this mean, Big T? Protecting family values.
Well, JJ, you talked about the abortion issue earlier. I think Trump maybe not as keen on that as President Harris. Maybe that's what that means. Maybe just his values, pro-family.
Gotcha. Okay, pro-family. Third, we got economic policies. With economic issues front and center, Trump is positioning himself as the pro-business, which I think he should be. He's ran a lot of successful businesses. A pro-business candidate emphasizing job growth, inflation control, and tax cuts. Drawing contrast between his economic policies and his opponents is key to securing voters who prioritize economic stability.
There you go, JJ.
So Trump, pro-business, loves business, wants to bring jobs back into this country, right? We have China with all the jobs and the factories, and you've seen China trying to, have these all factories where they're making cars. Trump says, no.
Yeah.
You want to do that? We'll put 100% tax on you, so you can't sell a fucking car in the U.S. He wants those here in the United States. 4, boost turnout in Sunbelt states. Trump needs strong support in Florida, which he won. In North Carolina, which we reported he won. Georgia, we don't know yet. Arizona, we don't know yet. These states have a lot of retirees who are focused on health care and Social Security. By committing to protect Social Security and manage health care costs, he's appealing to these voters' specific concerns. And you know how I know that?
How's that, JJ?
I had a friend, have a friend, current. He lives in Arizona, and his mom's getting up in age, you know what I mean? She's a little sick, you know what I mean? She's a little sick. And she's voting for Donald Trump. You know why? Because she's scared. And I'm scared for her. And like I said, we're down the line here tonight, but I'm scared for her because we don't know what's going to happen in the next 4 years. We don't know. Maybe she doesn't get the health care she needs, right? Maybe she gets sick and she dies. And who are we going to have to blame for that? Who? Because I don't know if it's going to be Donald Trump. I don't know if you could blame Donald Trump for that. Could you blame Kamala Harris for that? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Next slide, Lucas. Money moves. Big T, you're going to love this graph.
Okay.
I made this graph with all the research I've done today.
He did not.
This is for the presidential. Financial activity for all presidential candidates, 2023 and 2024. Look at this number here, Big T. Look at that number right here. Can you talk about this graph a little bit, Big T?
Yeah, so that's going to be $1 billion raised from Democrats. That's going to be from PACs, individuals, PAC, Political Action Committee. Those are kind of, they lurk in the shadows. A lot of the ads you see, JJ,
Okay.
some are from the candidates. A lot are from PACs, super PACs.
Okay.
Those people spending money on behalf of the candidates, not technically connected.
So you're the Hillary Clintons, the Bill Clintons, or am I wrong?
So not exactly. Not
Okay,
exactly.
fair.
The PAC is a group of people. They lurk in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
They operate the machine. They pull the puppet strings.
Now here, this number right here, the cash on hand. We got 118 million for the Democrats and 59 million only for the Republicans. Is this because Trump needed to spend all this money to make sure this election was not rigged like he says it was rigged years ago?
JJ, I can't tell you that. You'd have to ask the Trump campaign themselves.
Awesome, that's fine.
Yeah,
Now,
that's you.
what is this? What is cans? Do you know what that is, Big T?
I would assume candidates.
Okay,
I don't know,
so
I don't
number
know
of
where you
candidates.
pulled this graph from.
I forget where I pulled it from, but this is the money move. So what I have to say is this. If Trump or Kamala wins tonight, right?
One of them will.
One of them will. Where's the money going? Where's this money going? Where does it go?
I don't
does
know.
Does it go in Kamala's pocket? Does it go in Trump's pocket? Where
I
does it go?
don't think so. No, I think that's highly illegal.
Okay, so it's illegal, so it's not going there. Lucas, was that the last slide? Is that it?
Okay.
It is, and we have a new state, Washington, D.C., blue.
Okay, I'll do that real quick. Washington, D.C., folks. That is going to be blue. Blue. D.C. is blue. We called that already on the show. We don't got to do anything about that.
JJ, I just want to say, pleasure to be here with you tonight. What a night.
Yeah.
What a night.
What a night. It's, I am very happy Dave Portnoy and Big Cat said, you know what, these are my two guys that I want doing this tonight. I've had so much fun tonight.
Me too, JJ, and we're waiting on the fate of America.
Yeah, we are.
What a beautiful process to watch play out. I just hope both teams have fun. Whoever you voted for, this is America, damn it.
This is America.
And we're gonna be greater than ever.
Yeah, we are.
No matter who becomes the president.
Nope. And we're gonna fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. No matter what, we're gonna fight.
For sure.
But it's been a lot of fun. I will say that. Years ago, I wasn't really big into politics. I wasn't. I was on a different path in life. I had my substance abuse issues, right?
Glad you came out of that.
And I came out of that. And you know why I came out of that? Because I started playing a lot of golf.
Okay, great game.
That was one of the games that I picked up that I started to love. And it's very interesting that one of these candidates here tonight plays a lot of golf. And
one of them certainly does, yeah.
And the other one does not play a lot of golf.
To the best of our knowledge.
To the best of our knowledge. And you know what? Golf is a great game.
Awesome.
Golf is a great game. And if I could say what percentage did golf have on my sobriety, I would say probably 60%.
Wow.
60% goes
JJ.
to golf, 40% goes to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay.
I would say
good
that.
organization.
Very good organization. Very, very good. And can we talk about it a little bit, T? Because
These headphones, JJ. I'm good. I'm good.
Honestly,
I'm good.
I love our production over at JNN.
Yeah, JJ. Lucas does want you to take a look at the board. We have a tweet from Dave Portnoy.
The election show is provocative.
Provocative.
What does that?
Means it gets the people going, JJ.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. So does that mean that Dave likes it?
I think so.
Or does he hate it?
So provocative can mean a couple different things.
I thought provocative means...
But you know what, JJ? You know what it does mean? I believe it was Reggie Jackson said they don't boo nobodies. The opposite of love is not hate, JJ. It's indifference.
I like that.
And if you're provocative, you got people talking.
I always thought provocative meant like you would go to the mall and you would see a girl dressed pretty slutty and be like, that outfit is very provocative.
Right, because it gets you talking. It gets the people going.
I got you. Let's talk about J.D. Vance for a second.
Let's do it.
What I think, that speech he gave, and I'm getting chills in my body right now from that speech he gave. When Kamala Harris said to him, "What have you done for this country?"
Oh,
and
yeah, I know what you're talking about,
J.D. Vance said, "What have I done for this? I went to Iraq for this country. Twice. I built a business in this country. Our president took a bullet for this country. What have you done? What have you done?" I think that could have sealed this election. That speech alone.
The kids on TikTok loved that speech,
They
JJ.
did, and you know who loved that speech? We're keeping it neutral. We're keeping it neutral. I can't say if I loved it or not.
Okay.
I could just say that that's the speech that gave me chills.
JJ, I've heard the meter we have is turned up to 11.
Okay, so we're gonna bring this back down to neutral. Let's talk about Kamala Harris.
Let's do it.
And let's try to get that meter going a little bit left.
Okay.
Let's try to bring it back.
Okay.
Tim Walz.
Right. Mean pick six,
right? Yeah. Mean pick six. Is there anything positive we could say about Tim Walz?
Tim Walz. I'm sure he's a great guy.
I think he's a good family guy.
I'm sure, yeah.
I think he loves his kids.
For sure.
I do. I think he's doing a good job of raising his kids. I'll give him his flowers there. As far as his wife, we are going to take another call. Let's take another call, Lucas.
Lucas from PA is a political science major. You're on the call.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Breath of fresh air here. Happy to talk with you.
Hey, thanks so much for calling in. Lucas, my volume is next to zero with this microphone set up tonight. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty bad, but go ahead.
Absolutely. Hey, so I'm actually a former political science major. Went to the University of Delaware,
Okay.
Biden's alma mater.
Okay, can I stop you for 1 second? I'm sorry, I apologize.
Absolutely.
I don't want to stop you. What is political science? What is that?
You know what? Part of the reason why I'm calling is I am not doing anything related to political science, and I wish I could tell you.
Okay, that's hilarious. That's great.
Now, JJ, you want to? I'm sorry to cut you off, Lucas. You want to know something else?
Yeah.
Big T?
Yeah.
Hit me.
Political science minor.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna let Big T take over this call. Go ahead. Keep going.
So political science, JJ, it's the study of politics. It's talking about the Constitution, the setup of the country, the way people vote, all sorts of different stuff. You can do a lot in political science.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, traditionally, not a lot of red in the political science department at colleges. A lot of blue.
Okay.
A lot of blue.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, take that and just imagine going to Biden's alma mater at the Biden Institution of Political Science during his first candidacy against Trump and his presidency. Yeah, very interesting, especially as a second generation, now blue-collar manufacturing worker in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. So flip the switch pretty far there. Just wanted to check in from my side here. Now I'm pretty far, obviously blue collar. From what I'm seeing here in Pennsylvania, it's essentially Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or Pittsburgh and Philly. I don't know a whole heck of a lot of people here that are pro-Harris.
Wow.
Now,
And Lucas, again, I hate to cut you off. We are seeing right now.
Yes, we're seeing it right now.
President Donald Trump has taken a 2% lead in Pennsylvania.
3%.
3%.
4% or 3%.
That's 3.2%.
3.2%. Back to 2 point.
Well, those are looking at different counties.
Okay,
JJ.
okay.
So a slight lead in Pennsylvania as well as Arizona. He's
So this is
taking
on
the lead
track
in
what our
Arizona
caller is
as
talking
well.
about right now.
Seems that way, absolutely.
Yep, and absolutely. I mean, you guys touched on the economic impacts, especially when it comes to things like blue-collar manufacturing. And now I'm just about 5.5 years into hopefully taking over my father's company, 32 years now that he started. And I have personally seen the benefits and impacts of Donald Trump's economic policy in my own manufacturing experience. From anything from people say tax breaks are something that is a terrible word to say, and it's such a crisis. Well, actually, that has impacted and benefited us. It has helped us employ more people in our community, in our county, give people jobs, pay them better wages, and bring more work back to us. I mean, it was almost instant. As soon as Trump was elected the first time, we saw jobs coming back to us that we might not have ran in, let's say, 5-10 years. Companies coming back to us, bringing work back, and now companies need to have U.S. manufacturing. And our company, in general, we do not outsource any material, any finishing work or anything like that. We only work with American companies, and it seems like that's a consensus. And,
God, what a call.
Thank you for that call, Lucas.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. Loving the stream, guys.
Love you, guys. Love you. What an
And Lucas, before you go, are you still on the line?
Yep.
So what you're hearing in Pennsylvania is you're hearing maybe a little more red than blue.
Fingers crossed, baby.
Okay. That's all. That's boots on the ground.
Big T, I think that was one of the
more
emotional calls I've had tonight.
Yeah.
Because it puts all this into perspective, right? It's like we've given away so much money to we've allowed other countries
trillions
of dollars.
Do you want to know something, JJ?
Go ahead.
When we hear million, billion, trillion, it all gets, illion, it sounds all the same. A million seconds, JJ, it's about 2 weeks.
That's it?
Yeah. Okay. A billion seconds, about 30 years.
Oh, my God.
A trillion seconds, JJ? I'm going to be honest with you, I forget the number, but it's like 300,000 years or some shit.
Oh, my God.
It's nuts, JJ. When we hear trillions of dollars, it's an unfathomable number.
I'll tell you what, Big T, that call sent chills down my body.
I loved it.
I love the call, too. And you know what? It is so important. This election is so important tonight. Because what are we going to keep doing, right? And we're going to keep, like we said, we're going to keep it straight down the middle. But I'm going to talk about one side here. What are we going to keep doing? We're just going to keep giving our jobs away, having all these different countries build factories and produce cars. And why can't we do it? We used to be
manufacturing capital of the world.
You took the words out of my manufacturing capital of the world. And now what do you got to show for it? Nothing.
And a lot of those cities, JJ, where those manufacturing jobs used to be, Detroit, Gary, Indiana, places like that have declined significantly. Those are the cities that we want to see back on the map in America.
Big T.
That's what we need back.
We are 45 minutes away from Gary, Indiana. Okay.
Maybe.
40?
No traffic, maybe 36, 35? You get there quick.
That place. There ain't a fucking thing going on in Gary, Indiana
used to be
today.
One of the most thriving communities in the United States. Jackson 5, Gary, Indiana.
Big T, I couldn't even get a vape. When I was smoking the vape, right? And I've been off the vape now, right?
That's good.
When I was smoking the vape, and we took a trip to Gary, Indiana, right? And we were looking for an hour, I'd say, trying to find
closed up, brother.
Trying to find a vape. Something to take the edge off for me, right? Something to take the edge off. And I couldn't, you know what it was? The gas station was closed down.
Yeah.
Closed down. Yeah. You know, and you know what when I was talking to my realtor, right? When I was buying my house over in Arlington Heights, which is a very nice neighborhood, and I love it there. He said, JJ, this is a great opportunity for you. He said, I don't want you to just buy this house. I want you to buy this house, and in the next year or two, save up some money, and I want you to buy a couple buildings in Gary, Indiana. And I said to him, I said, Jay, I'm not going to say his name. I don't want to spoil anything. His name started with a J. I said, Jay.
Sounded like it.
I say, Jay, why am I going to buy buildings in Gary, Indiana? Because nothing's going on there. And you know what he said? I'll tell you what he said. He said, because Trump's going to win this election, and we're going to bring back business to Gary, Indiana. And it looks like that tonight.
It's early, JJ. It's early.
But it looks like that tonight. That's all I'm going to say, Big T.
We're looking at Wisconsin right now. Vice President Harris has regained a 0.1% lead in Wisconsin. That's a state Trump was up in a few minutes ago. He does still have a lead, JJ, of 1,006 votes in Arizona.
That's nothing, right?
Statistically zero.
Gotcha.
Basically, that would lead to a recount assuredly. These battleground states, JJ, when we say battleground,
yes,
it's a battleground.
It's a battleground. They're fighting. Just like we're fighting on the battlegrounds, and we talk to this in text messages about when we're playing Call of Duty. We're on the battleground now.
Yeah.
We're fighting for our lives. We're trying to get a positive kill-death ratio.
Yeah.
They're doing the same here tonight.
Absolutely.
They're doing the same here.
Absolutely.
Lucas, can we get another caller? And you know what? I'd also love a water, possibly.
Two potentially, Lucas.
Two potential waters.
They're going through a lot of water tonight.
If that's possible. But let's take another caller, Lucas. I love the last caller.
Love the callers.
I got you. We have a special caller coming in a second, so if we could wait a couple minutes for that, that would be great.
Who do you think the special caller is?
I don't know. We got a special caller.
Special caller. It'll be in a couple minutes, so
Okay.
we'll get that up. I'm putting something on the screen for you guys to take a look at as well.
All right. Oh, the owner of Barstool Sports, 100% owner. Now, it's Dave Portnoy. He tweeted, but let's bring it back. Dave Portnoy, one of the best business deals of all time, bought this company back
$1,
for
JJ.
$1. For $1. And you know what it makes me think about? All those deals has made over the years. And all those big buildings he built.
Wrote a book, Art of the Deal.
Wrote a book, Art of the Deal, was one of the most successful shows in the history of television programming.
Huge ratings.
Huge ratings, the biggest ratings.
Yeah.
Right? And Dave Portnoy, he just tweeted out, I'm hooked. So he's enjoying the show.
That's good news for us.
Lucas, how are our ratings online right now? How are we doing?
We're doing good. I think we're at 21, 22 across everything.
Million?
Wow. 22 million live viewers tonight, only here at JNN. That state shocked me, I'm not going to lie, Big T. But was it closer than you expected there? Or did you expect that?
I got to be honest with you. Trump opening up a little bit of a lead in Pennsylvania. That if you would have told me coming in tonight, what state do you think is going to be razor thin? I would have said Pennsylvania. Still very, very close. But Arizona, the battle we're seeing in Arizona is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It's looking like a county commissioner race being decided by 1,000 votes. It's for the president, JJ.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And I used to live in Arizona, and I loved Arizona. You know what I loved in Arizona? I can go, right? I can get my license in Arizona. I was a resident there, and I can go to any gun store, and I'd say, I want that gun.
Yep.
I want that gun right there.
Go home with it.
And you know what they say? No problem. We're going to do a quick background check on you.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. 10 minutes later, JJ, you're cleared. Here's your gun. Here's your, buy some ammo. You're good to go.
Well, carry or
open. You can carry whenever.
What about concealed?
No, I think anything.
Like walk out of the store, constitutional carry.
You can carry an AK-47 on your back in Arizona. Thank you so much. Jacob, friend of the program. We love him. We appreciate him. Very good guy. Let's take a water break really quick.
Oh, that's nice and cold. The first water wasn't cold, JJ.
The first water was room temperature.
Yeah.
Also, programming update, we are going to be doing trivia at 10:15. Jeff D. Lowe, election trivia.
Can I cut in, JJ, real quick? We have two more projections to make.
Oh my God! Okay.
One of them a little fairly big. In the state of Kansas, we have former President Donald Trump. That is going red.
Kansas.
Going to look in the middle there. Right there in the middle. There you go.
Red.
That's going to be red. And the other one that is also red, JJ, one there was a little bit of consternation about. We talked about the Ann Seltzer poll earlier. Had Kamala Harris up 3 in the state of Iowa. That state has gone to Donald Trump.
Wow, red. It looks like a red wave early on here tonight. Big T. If you're looking at the board right now, and we're waiting for our special caller of the night, but if you're looking at the board right now, how does Donald Trump lose this election tonight? Does he have to lose California and those 3 or 4 swing states?
Right. So, JJ, what you're going to have to look at, that whole West Coast, left of Nevada and Arizona, California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, those are all going to Kamala. You can put those on the board now if you wanted to. It's going to come down. Those 11 in Arizona, JJ, those are going to be so massive. That 1,000 votes separating. I got to tell you, JJ, I don't think we're knowing Arizona tonight.
Wow.
That's going to be a recount.
Breaking news on
That's
JNN.
going to be a recount.
We won't know Arizona tonight. We've said it here on the show.
That's going to be a recount.
Why a recount, though? Why isn't the first count right?
So it should be right.
Okay.
But when it's that close, they go ahead and recount just to make sure. And then, so if there are any discrepancies, we see that. And but when it's that close, it's an automatic recount.
Gotcha. Okay, so within how many you would say? 10,000, 50,000,
I
100,000?
want to say, don't quote me on this, Lucas. You can look this up. I believe in Arizona, if it's under 0.5%, it's an automatic recount.
So it's tight, 0.5%. Okay.
Right, and they are separated by 0. It's 1,000, but it's not even a tenth of a percentage.
So there's an automatic recount
For sure.
if it stays like that.
Right. So if Trump takes those 11 in Arizona, takes Georgia, which last I saw, he had a nice little lead there in Georgia. I haven't seen any updates on Virginia recently. That's the state we were really looking at that could turn the whole thing upside down. And then obviously, again, we talk about the blue wall. That's going to be where this election is decided: Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Now, I called North Carolina early on. Do we have any updates on North Carolina since then?
Update on Virginia. Kamala is up 1.1% there.
Wow.
And Virginia is, or North Carolina is 2%.
For Trump.
Trump.
We might have to skip that. Big T, we might have to skip that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We might have to skip that.
Yeah, hang on.
Perfect.
It's just going to give us it's going to give us the dog ghost, though. Yeah.
Speaking of the ghost, how was your Halloween?
It was good.
My Halloween, and we're on the record. We're on JNN, Jersey Jerry News Network, I may say. I went to Costco because I like to give back to small businesses, right?
We bring the boom.
I went to Costco, and I did this for the kids. Now I have a kid on my own, and he loves Halloween. He loves spiders. He loves ghosts. He loves everything about it, pumpkins and stuff like that. I seen how much my son loved Halloween. And I never loved Halloween, you know.
Really?
No, I didn't. I was not.
What's your favorite costume?
Michael Myers.
Okay.
I'd say Michael Myers probably. And I went to Costco and I said, you know what? I'm going to give my son the best Halloween experience of all time.
Love that.
I bought, no exaggeration, $600 of full-size candy bars.
Wow, JJ.
I put a sign on my door, my front door. We have full-size candy bars. Right? And I put that sign on the door. And I want you to ask me how many trick-or-treaters I had this year.
JJ, I'm going to ask, but I hope the number's a lot.
Go ahead.
How many trick-or-treaters do you have?
I had 3 trick-or-treaters this year.
Jerry. How is that? Is Halloween, did it get canceled?
I think it might have been the wind. Could have been the wind. It was a very windy day.
Okay.
And I was so upset, and I had to tell him. And he was saying, Daddy, why are the trick-or-treaters, right, going to the house next door to us? But they're not coming to our house, Daddy. I want, and I took him trick-or-treating, and he did his own thing, and he filled his bucket with candy and whatnot. But he was saying, Daddy, you know, the kids, they're all going over to that house. Why aren't they coming to our house? And I said to him, he's 3 years old, and I said to him, hey, son. I said, you know why they're going to that house? Because that house has a Kamala Harris sign in their front yard.
Hey, we're about to put special
There,
caller.
perfect. Good timing on that.
Okay.
Good timing on that.
And you're live, caller.
Yo, Big T, Black Pill T.
Oh, there he is.
Who's this?
There he is. This is our boy Jack Mack.
Oh, perfect.
Black Pill T. I was texting you all weekend. I said things are looking good, and you would have thought we were looking at a 400 to 138 loss tonight. And I just had to call in, and I understand it was cautious pessimism, but
here's the thing,
not
Jack.
Looking that way at the moment.
Here's the thing, Jack. First of all, amazing to hear your voice. Great to talk to you. I'm not a believer till I see it.
Yes.
Except for Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because we've never seen him, but we believe.
Exactly. Well, I needed to see it tonight, Jack. I needed to see this, and what we're seeing, it looks, if you were on one side, the red side,
yeah,
it looks like it might be better than we maybe thought.
Yes.
If you're on the blue side, maybe you got a little consternation right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I want to be completely unbiased, but I think it's time to call Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Call the Rust Belt.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Jack.
Call them.
Oh, my God. Over. Oh, my God. Jack.
See, Jack, and here we go again. You're making me nervous, Jack.
Oh, my gosh.
It is. This isn't 2020. It's too big to rig, as they say. There's not some magical steal the election, ballot box anywhere. Guys, he's, I don't know if you realize this. I know you're live, and you guys are doing a great job. It's a great stream. I'm having a lot of fun watching it. But the popular vote's in play. I hope you understand that.
Wow. We had not seen that.
No, we didn't see that.
We had not seen that.
It's the popular vote is not even just in play. New York Times is projecting a win for the popular vote.
Oh my
now, Jack,
God.
can you tell me? Can you
the
tell
levels of that?
I don't have my computer in front of me. Can you tell me the New York Times? I believe they have like a percentage of who's going to win. Do you have that in front of you?
I'm pulling it up right now. The ticker thing. No, not ticker. It's a needle that they have. All right, I'm about to tell you. Likely chance, 87% chance of victory for Trump.
87.
Oh my God! Ted Cruz won.
Okay, yeah. Is that a real number you're telling me, Jack? 87%?
Yes. 299 to 239.
Oh,
and then
JJ.
wait for this.
JJ. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Yep.
This is from the New York Times, the failing New York Times. Harris. Oh, no. Popular vote estimate. Trump +1.
Jack, stop. You gotta stop, Jack. You gotta stop. I can't.
The meter's going up.
Okay.
Bring it back down.
Okay. Give me a T. Give me a T.
Jack Mac. Jack Mac, you there, buddy?
I'm here. I'm here.
How you doing? Did you vote today, Jack Mac?
I voted last week, early vote, New York.
And Jack,
but, that's my civic duty.
Of course. Can you talk about that message that I seen you spreading on social media today? And it was a real message, and you felt it. When you read that, I felt that fucking message. Excuse my language, I apologize. But this is JNN. We can curse if we want. You were saying, stay in line. Stay in line. Talk about that. Talk about that, Jack Mac.
It's very simple. People like to, I would say there's weaknesses on both sides, but people like to say this is happening, bad things are happening. They're black pilling. That's why I was getting on Big T, black pilling, and they're sitting there and they're saying things are going bad. This is going against us. Guess what? You stay in line. And if you stay in line, there's nothing they can do. It's one day a year. Like you said, we need paper ballots. We're going back to paper ballots. All right? Paper ballots are in the future.
What a great call.
Stay in line, and that's what people did today, and they held the line, and they came out in massive numbers. And I didn't care who people voted for when they read that tweet. I just wanted them to stay in line, and that's what they did.
What a great call, Jack Mac.
We have a state.
We got a state.
Is it a big one?
Montana red.
Montana, JJ.
What are we doing?
President Donald Trump.
Red. Montana red.
Jack, are you still on the line?
Yes, I'm still here.
I love hearing from you, buddy. I did not black pill. I want that on the record. Big T did not black pill. I was just waiting for the results. I was waiting for the results.
No. I was just like, on J&M, we like to have a little fun with our correspondence, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not supposed to be cordial. It's supposed to be a little bit of a, back and forth. And I'm loving the work that you're putting in tonight. You and Jerry have such a great, you two are a duo. I know you guys have talked. I've listened to you before on macrodosing. It's a great duo. It's a phenomenal stream, and I'm staying tuned in until the end. And I think it's. I don't know how long you guys are going to stay live, but I think it's over soon. I think it's like Herb Dean is running in to pull Donald Trump off of Kamala Harris after throwing some punches. Obviously, I don't mean that from a domestic abuse. I do not support that in any way. But just from the theoretical MMA fight, the fight is over. It's done. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow.
And new.
Oh, wow. Now, is it in new or in still? Because he'd be coming back.
Yeah, it's a weird. No,
but he's not reigning. He's not reigning.
He's not reigning.
If you lose the belt and you get it back, it's an and new. So,
right.
I mean,
okay.
Now, Jack, to answer your question, you had said how long we're live. I believe this stream goes till 11.
This stream goes to 11, correct, Jack?
But there were talks.
There were talks.
That if I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything, JJ.
We won't say anything yet. We won't say anything.
But
But Jack, there's a chance.
There's in play. A second stream is in play.
A second stream is in play. Correct. A second stream is in play.
Yes. There's some unbelievable things going on in this country right now, and I'm glad you guys are on top of it. And I will be tuning in. Thank you so much for taking.
Thank you for calling, Jack. Everybody clap it up for Jack Mack. Hey, congratulations on $1 million.
A million, incredible from Jack Mack.
Thank you. First time, long time. I'll see you guys on the other side, and I think the other side's looking pretty good.
Thank you, Jack Mack.
Love to hear that. What a call. What a call.
So Jack Mack says there's a chance that this is over tonight.
Yeah, I think that's going to depend a lot on Arizona, Jerry. Again, that's going to be a recount state. We know that. But if what Jack's saying, if things are trending in the blue wall, the way that Jack is telling us, I mean, he might not even need Arizona, Jerry.
Big T. Now, you might know this. What's the biggest blowout in presidential history, you would say?
I believe that was Ronald Reagan's 1984 re-election bid. I think he won 49 of the 50 states, Jerry.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, we'll never see that again.
Never. You'll never see
that again.
Never see that again. Never, ever, 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 ever. But can PA get announced tonight, you'd say? Or no?
I don't know.
Because if he
possible.
wins PA, she's going to have to pretty much win Arizona, California, Wisconsin, and Michigan, no?
Yeah, and JJ, we're seeing the numbers from Pennsylvania right now. I believe that's 66% of the vote in, and Trump has opened up about a 2-point lead there. He had a bit more of a lead in North Carolina. Virginia has started to flip back to Harris, where that was never part of the equation here, as part of the battleground states.
Okay, gotcha. So that was always going to be probably
Kamala's,
right.
Wisconsin, we're seeing the numbers from Wisconsin right now. Trump with about a 1-point lead there, with about half the vote.
Does every state, if they're like within like a 0.5% or 1%, are all these going to do recounts?
It's possible. I'm not sure on all the recount procedures. Now we're starting to see Trump open a little more of a lead in Arizona.
Yep.
Again, razor thin.
Within 2,000, 3,000 votes?
3,000 votes, yeah.
Wow. She's starting to pull away in Connecticut a little bit. A lot left, though. A lot left in Connecticut.
Connecticut's gone. Don't worry about Connecticut.
Okay.
Don't worry about Connecticut.
Is Bristol a big one in Connecticut? Is that a big spot?
I don't know. New Haven.
Okay, yeah. New Haven. Great pizza. Dave Portnoy.
Always wanted to go there when I lived in New York. Always wanted to go do a pizza day. Never got up there.
Incredible. And it's incredible how social media works. Dave Portnoy does the pizza reviews and whatnot. And yes, we're fans of Dave Portnoy, and we love Dave Portnoy. But the way he got into those Connecticut pizza reviews, it made you drive. I
wanted to go.
I made the drive from New Jersey, and I checked out Sally's, and I checked out the Pepe's. Incredible spots. I think some of the best pizza in the country. I really do.
And you know something, JJ? We're here in Chicago, Illinois. Everybody talks about the deep dish.
Yes.
What they don't tell you, Chicago's got the thinnest pizza you're going to find anywhere, and it is delicious. If you get you a tavern-style cracker crust, you got to do extra sauce, because they don't put a lot of sauce in there. You got to
okay.
extra sauce.
Okay.
And I'm a well done guy. I always tell them, well done, cook that thing.
Yeah, well done.
But the tavern style pizza is outstanding. So much better than the deep dish. That's what the locals know.
Yeah, the locals. Yeah,
like us.
The locals aren't the deep dishes.
No.
I always thought the locals would love the deep dish, rave about the deep dish. They like the tavern style here.
It's a much more palate. You can order the tavern style on a Friday night. Deep dish that's a whole day.
It is.
That's a thing.
It is. That could last you, one pie can last you 2-3 days.
Oh, easy.
One piece, you're full. Lucas, can we get another caller on the line?
Yes, 1 second.
That'd be incredible.
Perry from Georgia.
Another battleground state.
Hey, Jerry. Perry.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, good. I like your name. It's got a good rhyme to it.
Appreciate that.
Hey, I just was calling, big swing state, but I think the most important swing to talk about is the beautiful golf swing you're working on. It's really taking good steps forward.
Thank you.
I think Portnoy would be in trouble if you faced him again.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, my question on Georgia, though, we're close. Last I saw, it's about, 3 points ahead. Looks like it's trending red right now, and I've been staying purple. I have
Fox News on the big TV, CNN on the bottom TV, both muted to bring in the big guns here on the JNN News.
Appreciate that.
Love that.
Yeah, of course. My big question is do you think bringing Kirko Chains to Atlanta is going to make a difference here?
Now, Jerry, that's something that not a lot of people have talked about. First of all, Perry, what county in Georgia are you calling in from?
So I am in Fulton.
Okay.
Originally from Augusta, so I have a little golf swing on myself, but nothing like Jerry.
Okay, we know what way Fulton's going, not necessarily a swing county, but Kirko changed, Jerry.
Different.
Has changed the energy in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes,
I mean, that guy, I will follow that guy to the gates of hell with a squirt gun, okay? That guy has the energy of a leader.
He does.
Comes in, he's swag surfing. He knows how to swag surf now.
Oh, yeah.
He loves walk in your trap, take over your trap.
Yep.
Just
explain what that means to the people. Walking in trap,
when you walk in someone's trap and take over their trap, traditionally that's you win a road game.
Okay, cool.
And there's a song that the players love to listen to.
Yes.
It says walk in your trap, take over your trap.
George Pickens' famous celebration. Walk in your trap, take over your trap.
Oh, love that.
Yep.
Love that. So Kirk has come in and potentially installed a new energy in the city of Atlanta and the state of Georgia that we could see bleeding into tonight.
Oh, yeah. And you know another thing, Big T, is, they got the new stadium, and Arthur Blank, the owner.
Beautiful stadium.
Beautiful stadium. And he said, you know what he's going to do? A beer's going to cost you $5.
Yep. Popcorn, $1.
Popcorn, $1. We're going to give back to the people. There's no need to spend all this crazy amount of money. You know where they do that? New York City.
Oh.
California.
JJ.
Forget about it.
You don't got to tell me, bro.
Forget about it. So I appreciate what the state of Georgia has done.
The other thing there, too, sodas, refillable.
For free refills.
And they got the machine. You go to do it at the machine.
I love that.
You don't even have to go to the concession stand.
I love that.
It's amazing.
Love that.
Great stadium. But yeah, Perry, thank you for calling. Great to hear from you. We're looking at Georgia big time. Georgia's a big one tonight.
It is very big, very big.
Big one. Hang in there. Keep the vibes up. It's been a great time. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Lucas, we'll get another caller on the line.
Stand by on that. We are updating the board if you want to take a walk over there, talk about some of the leaning states. We have some light-colored states there.
Wow, Jerry, we're seeing some leans. We're seeing some leans. Jersey, Jerry.
Wow. So, Big T, explain to the people what these highlights mean.
Well, Jerry, let me go ahead and tell you. These three right here, if those go the way we're looking with these projections,
it's over.
Dunzo.
It's over.
Throat slash, it is over.
Wow.
Donald Trump will be the 47th president of the United States, which is really 45th because two guys have done non-consecutive, but he was already the 45th, which was actually the 44th. It's a whole thing. He will win this election. Arizona as well, we have projected. So the 11, that's the 300. So yeah, this wouldn't even matter.
Arizona wouldn't matter.
Right, yeah. You could take,
because you could take these and that's it.
Now, I am seeing Minnesota. Who?
Yeah, what is
Lucas?
Lucas, get on the mic. Get on the mic.
Lucas,
Minnesota's crazy.
Lucas, what's in Minnesota?
We're looking at our Google map here, and it's leaning red. I'll get you the percentages in 1 second.
Okay, even if he's not winning Minnesota, take Minnesota off.
So we didn't do this. Our producers did this. We didn't do this.
Correct.
We didn't do that.
But if you take Minnesota and Arizona, flip them blue, that'd be 21. What's 309 minus 21, JJ?
309 minus 21 is 279.
No, 288. 288. Right? 288. So he'd still win.
Wow.
So those are irrelevant. Again, it's these three and Georgia down here, JJ. These three, it's done. It's over.
What about this, Big T? We didn't talk about these tonight. Hawaii and Alaska. Are these just irrelevant?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter either way.
JJ, we are looking here, we are looking here, and we are looking here. We're looking NFC North, NFC North, excuse me.
Okay.
NFC North.
AFC North.
AFC North. Wow. That's where we're looking. And if those three go red, it's done.
I'll tell you what,
it's done.
I do not see a lot of blue on this map, and this is looking like a red wave.
Now, JJ, and if again, we're purple here.
We're in the middle.
If you're the Harris campaign, you got to be panicking.
Oh, you got to be panicking, yes.
Chickens with their head cut off. You got to have all of these.
I have breaking news. Actually, Big T.
I'd love to hear it,
I have breaking news.
Here, you stay. I'll go back here. I'm on this side.
Breaking news. CNN has just said the map is looking a lot like 2016
and JJ,
and not 2020.
Looking at it, again, it's the blue wall that you said maybe turning into a red wave tonight.
Exactly.
Those three states, that's it.
Thank you so much for that. Big T, does this surprise you?
I got to tell you, Jerry, I did not see this coming into tonight. I really didn't.
Wow.
Some of the early voting numbers we'd seen, some of the exit polls we saw early in the day, I did not see this coming.
I don't think I've really seen it coming either, but, it's very interesting to see because I thought she might be able to take a couple states over here, but not even close. None of these were even close here. Nothing. I mean, is she going to win Nevada?
Again,
I don't even think she's going to win
Nevada.
Nevada.
Nevada and Arizona were going to be such a big deal. He takes these three. Forget it. Doesn't even matter.
And our producers highlighted this red.
Yeah,
which is
I
don't know about that.
I don't think that was.
I think that was a mistake on their end.
JJ.
If that went red.
If Minnesota goes red.
I mean, Tim Walz, what is he going to do?
I hadn't even considered that, JJ.
What are you going to do?
I mean, when was the last time someone lost a state that the president or vice president was from?
You know what I don't understand?
Couldn't even tell you.
Big T. And you could explain this to me. Years ago, she had the 1% approval rating.
Yeah.
A couple years back, she had the 17% approval rating. And then you see in the media, the approval rating skyrocketed so quick. As soon as Biden came out of office.
That's right.
It just skyrocketed. What do you attest that to?
Jerry, I don't know. We've never seen anything like this. Someone, being named the nominee in June or July with 3-4 months to the election. So there's really no precedent for it. I guess if you're a Democratic voter and you were maybe not the biggest Harris fan, but now she's the nominee,
gotcha.
You got to get on board.
You know what I attested to?
What's that?
Legacy media.
Okay.
And legacy media is dead.
Sure.
And you know what's alive? Real media.
JNN.
And you know what's real media? Big T, what's real media?
That's Jerry News Network.
That's Jerry News Network. We give it to you straight. We give it to you factual. I called North Carolina early on. And what did you get? Boom! North Carolina. I called it.
Are you looking at a call maybe down here soon?
I got to check the numbers one more time. President.
Don't force it.
I'm not going to
force it.
I am not going to force it. There's a lot of. He is dominating Minnesota right now.
Really? I've not seen those numbers.
60 to 37%.
With how much of the vote in? That's got to be a 6%er.
I don't know. I can't see it. I don't see it. He blew her away in Nebraska. We have that one.
Idaho red.
Did that just turn red?
Taters.
That turned red. Idaho turned red. So yeah, let's get back to some calls, Big T. This was excellent. This was excellent.
The map right now, JJ. I see a lot of red. What does that mean? 26, 42, 60. Okay, so JJ, what we're looking at, the dark red and dark blue, those are states that have been called. The light blue and light red, those are our leans right now that are looking like they might go one way or another.
Okay.
And then the yellow there, the 42, those are the electoral votes still left to be decided. But again, if Trump gets those 60, he's at 292. Dunsky. Over.
California has been called. California, we called that early on, but they just called it production. But that's fine. That's fine. Lucas, let's get another caller or two before we get to trivia.
Jeff is on the line for trivia. If that's cool with you, just want to.
Yeah. Let's get Jeff in, then we'll take some calls.
Yeah, and also Washington was called as well on there too.
Yeah, that's fine. We called that already though.
Jeff, you are live.
Hello.
Jeffrey.
Love to hear from you.
Great job tonight, boys. Crushing it.
Thank you.
Not to, I'm no decision desk, but as a political science major from a school in Pennsylvania, I think this is over. This is over. OVER.
JJ, we're hearing.
That's my call.
Jeff, you can't come on JNN and say the O word.
Yeah.
That's a strong word, buddy.
That's not an official decision desk declaration. I'm just saying my history. I'm a big fan. I watch a lot of the political shows. I was a poli-sci minor. I'm just saying my analysis.
Got a lot of poli-sci majors and minors calling in
Yeah,
tonight,
a lot
JJ.
of them tonight.
Yeah, it's called an easy minor, Big T.
Oh, I had one. I had one. Shout out Hemant Sharma, best professor I had at the University of Tennessee. A lot of political science classes.
Love that.
I don't want to keep you guys long, so we're going to do a little trivia for Jerry here. You cannot help Big T.
Okay.
Oh, I was told we were both doing trivia.
No, because you'll know these. But,
okay.
But if Jerry gets 5 out of 12, I'm sending in an order of either Blizzards, Frosties, milkshakes, whatever you guys.
Come on, JJ. Here we go. Here we go, JJ.
Let's go.
Okay. So I can't see the board, so I'm just going to assume it's up there.
It's up there, yes.
Okay, well, start me. Okay, first one. In back-to-back elections, Dwight Eisenhower beat which of the following candidates by a combined total of 899 to 162? Was it Adlai Stevenson II, Strom Thurmond, James M. Cox, or Alton B. Parker?
In back-to-back elections, Dwight Eisenhower beat
the same guy.
Okay, back-to-back elections.
Jeff, I don't know why you said I'd know these.
You're going to know the rest of them.
Jeff, if my memory serves me correctly, I'm going to go with C, James M. Cox.
That is incorrect. It's Adlai Stevenson. One down, no good.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Don't worry about that.
That's fine.
How many votes did George W. Bush defeat Al Gore by to win Florida and eventually the 2000 presidential election? Was it 15,840, 1,050,310, 537, or 345,772?
JJ, use your common sense.
I'm going to use my common sense. This is very easy. I'm going to go with C, 537.
Oh, no.
That's correct. One on the
board. Wait, whoa, it was that close?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Okay, I would have gotten that wrong.
Well, you talked about it earlier. You said it was very close.
It was, but I thought 15,000 in a state was really close.
There's like a mildly okay documentary on HBO Max called like 537 Votes. Talks all about it. Very fascinating. Okay, next up. Which of the following was not a Democratic candidate for president of the United States? Michael Dukakis, Johnny Flynn, Walter Mondale, or George McGovern?
You got this, JJ.
George McGovern sounds like a political name. Michael Dukakis. Something's off with me there. Walter Mondale sounds like somebody who can be political. Johnny Flynn sounds just. I had my union representative, Joe Flynn, his name was, back in New Jersey.
You got that.
I'm going to go with A, Michael Dukakis.
Oh, JJ.
That is incorrect.
Johnny Flynn was a point guard from Syracuse.
Oh, man, it sounded like it wouldn't be a political.
Drafted above Ricky Rubio.
Wow.
Yes, and Curry, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Johnny Flynn.
JJ, you knew that.
Who was the first female vice presidential nominee of a major American political party? Was it Jane Curtin, Sherry O'Terry, Rachel Dratch, or Geraldine Ferraro?
Wow, this is. Who was the first vice president nominee of a major American?
Jeff, these are ridiculous questions.
Man, I thought it would be Michelle Obama, but clearly not.
Not vice president.
She never ran for anything, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They won her two, though.
Yeah, they won her two. Geraldine Ferraro sounds like an actor. So I think that's completely out. Geraldine, okay. I think Sherry O'Terry sounds like Cher. So I don't think that is it. I'm going to go with Rachel Dratch.
That is incorrect. It's Geraldine Ferraro. The first three are all SNL actresses.
I was going to say, I think Dratch is, I think she's Debbie Downer.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Okay, here we go. If okay, now here we go. I might throw a wrinkle in here. Okay, here we go. Jill Stein is the current Green Party candidate. I think she's in third place right now.
Wow.
Candidate for president. What is the name of her running mate? Is it Jock Richardson, Butch Ware, Wretch Wilson, or Lock O'Downs?
Ooh, I'm going to go with... I think Jeff's trying to throw me off with the Lock O'Downs because that seems like the craziest name of all time. But I'm going to go with D, Jeff. Lock O'Downs.
That is incorrect. It's Butch Ware. Butch Ware. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, lock in.
It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in.
This
Jeff,
one you should know.
These questions are
This
crazy.
one you should know.
Okay.
How many electoral votes is New York currently worth? 28, 38, 58, or 18? You were staring at it all night.
You got this, JJ.
Man. It's not 58, I know that. And I don't think it's 38. And I think 18 is a little bit too little.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with A, 28.
All right, you're 3 away. That's correct.
There we go, JJ. I thought it was 38.
Let's go.
Next up, in 2008, Barack Obama won this state, marking the first time it had voted Democrat since 1924. Texas, New York, Virginia, or Ohio?
You got this.
It can't be New York. It can't be New York. No way. Virginia, no way. I'm torn between Texas and Ohio. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna go with Texas. Final answer.
That is incorrect. It's Virginia.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, you're good. You're good. You're good.
There's 5 left. I'm going to let Big T in on it. Big T's going to be helping out now.
Okay. I got to tell you, I wouldn't have gotten a lot. I'm not doing good on these.
Who were the 2 main vice presidential candidates in the 2004 presidential election? Was it Cheney Edwards, Cheney Lieberman, Romney Dean, or McCain Clark?
I don't need you to finish, JJ, even though you did. It is A, Dick Cheney and John Edwards. Final answer.
That is correct.
There we go, JJ.
Very big scumbag, John Edwards.
Yeah,
very big
piece of
scumbag.
shit. Piece of shit.
Oh, let's go.
How many states out of 50 did Ronald Reagan win in the 1984
49.
presidential
Final
election?
answer.
Look at that. You got 40.
Come on, JJ! Come on!
Let's go.
All right, hold on. All right, let's see if Jared can get one of these on his own here at the end.
How many do we have left?
You have 3 left. You just got to get 1.
Okay. I went in on the final 2.
Yep, that's fair. Who is the final Republican primary candidate to suspend their campaign this year? Was it Asia Hutchinson, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, or Chris Christie?
You know this, JJ. This is the easiest one we've got.
I know. I'm between B and C. Oh, man. I'm going to go with B, Ron DeSantis.
Oh, JJ.
That is incorrect. It was Nikki Haley.
Bro, she kept running forever. I don't know that she ever officially suspended it.
Oh, God.
We're going to keep this one just to Jerry one, the next one, just to Jerry.
Oh, here we go.
In the 1996 presidential election, this third-party candidate racked up over 8 million votes. Ross Perot, Ross Geller, Ross Ventrone, or Ross Lynch?
Come on, Jerry. You know this.
Honestly, I don't even know anybody named Ross.
Okay.
1996. One of these are like an actor or a baseball player or a football player or an athlete or something like that.
One of these is absolutely a special teamer who played in the AFC North at one point. That is correct.
I'm going to go with C, Ross Ventrone.
Oh, Jerry.
That would be the special teamer, unfortunately. It's Ross Perot. All right, last one.
How old were you in 96?
I was 2.
2?
This is it. This is
You're
for
born in
dessert.
94? Yeah. What?
Well, I thought we were going for the special teamer. I thought that was it.
I can't believe you were born in 1994. That's insane. Okay.
He's in on this.
Okay.
He's in on this one for the win. Which of the following did not run for the Republican nomination in 2016? Carly Fiorina, Bobby Jindal, Jensen Huang, and George Pataki, who did not run.
Jensen Huang is like he's an actor or something. Now, but George Pataki, so I know it's the first 2 ran.
Okay.
For sure. The other 2, is this JJ? I think this might be a trick question.
Really?
I think it's C and D. George Pataki.
I don't think Jeff would do that though.
It's definitely just 1.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I say we go with D.
So I've heard both the names, but I don't know if I've heard them in politics or in like. pop culture.
Maybe
Jensen Huang, it was not a Republican presidential candidate.
So maybe just do that. That's the answer then.
But who is George Pataki?
I have no idea.
You want to? This is JNN. It's either C or D. I would slight lean C, but don't let that affect you.
I'm going to go with C.
Okay.
Jensen Huang is the CEO of NVIDIA.
Yeah! Come on, JJ. I knew. He's the guy who signs tits. He signs tits.
Let's go. What a segment.
I'm pronouncing it wrong, too. But great CEO. Good guy. Big stock. I think Nancy Pelosi made a lot of money in NVIDIA.
Yeah.
All right. Big T. You're the big dessert guy. Jerry, let me know what you want. I'll send it in. Good job tonight, guys.
We got to do blizzards.
Blizzards. We'll do blizzards, Jeff. Let Lucas do the
Send
order.
in the order.
Let Lucas do the order.
Send in the order. Good luck the rest of the way, boys.
Jeff, thanks for this segment. Incredible. We
Of
love
course.
you. We miss you. Can't wait to see you again. What an incredible segment from Jeff.
Great trivia. Good
Great trivia.
You should have known a couple more of those, but that's good. I didn't.
Yeah.
Know, there were a lot that I didn't get.
I thought it was DeSantis.
No, Nikki Haley, I don't know that she ever officially said she dropped out. It was months later, and she was like, I'm still running against Trump.
Wow. We'll give Oregon to Kamala Harris. We'll give it to her. We'll give her Oregon. She's going to win that, Lucas. We'll give her that.
We can't do that anymore. Gotta wait till it's called.
It is called. It was called.
CNN called it?
Wait, we're not making prediction? We're not projectioning anymore?
What do you mean?
Projecting?
We got it back here that it's not called yet.
I just seen a check mark.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. We're
Well,
once
okay.
again looking at the numbers for Arizona.
They haven't moved, Big T.
It is staying at a 2,900 vote lead with 51% reporting. Wisconsin,
wow.
He's opening up a lead in Wisconsin, JJ. A 50,000 vote lead, good enough for about 1.5 points there.
Wow, 63% of the vote in there. Pennsylvania,
And in
Big T.
Pennsylvania, another
Wow.
3-point lead with 76% of the vote in, Jerry. It's looking like Donald Trump could be the next president.
It's looking like that way. Big T, is there a chance we find out information, today on the show? He wins Georgia, he wins Pennsylvania, he wins Arizona. She can concede tonight.
It's entirely possible. We're looking at Georgia right now, 90% of the vote in. Trump ahead by 131,000 votes, 2 points there. North Carolina, pretty significant lead, 87% of the vote in. I mean, it's every battleground state you look at, JJ.
Razor thin.
And former President Donald Trump is ahead.
He is ahead. It's
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
North Carolina is officially called.
Wow.
What was it called for?
Wow. President
and
Donald
we were
Trump.
right. We were the first to call that.
The first to call the state of North Carolina.
Yes, we were.
JNN.
Rick, you got to clip that. We were the first on the scene. We called North Carolina early. And
that's huge.
Massive.
That's huge.
What a break for JNN.
Wow.
What a break for JNN. We called that 2 hours ago.
Crazy.
2 hours ago.
Nuts. Some
about,
called you nuts when you did it.
They did call me nuts. I got a few text messages. JJ, it's way too early. I got Twitter DMs. JJ, it's too early to call North Carolina. I did it. I called it. I was right. And you were wrong. You were wrong. I was right. Big T, we got about 40 minutes left on this show tonight. Mm-hmm. I want to say this. I had so much fun tonight.
This has been a blast, man.
This has been a blast. This has been a blast. Me and you don't do a lot of stuff together, but this has been so fun, and I think our chemistry is excellent together. And I'm hoping Dave Portnoy, our founder and owner of Barstool Sports,
said he was hooked.
Barstool Big Cat, who is a big fan of both of us, said to themselves, they made the right call tonight. And they want to see it back again in another 4 years.
And you know what I hope, JJ, even in 2 years, if we want to do midterms.
If we want to do midterms. Yeah.
I hope at the end of tonight that the American people say we made the right call as well, regardless of. I think my mic just cut out.
No, it's good.
Nope. I lost my mic.
Okay, we'll get it back.
Oh, I lost my headphones. One or the other.
This is the mic situation.
Lost the fuzzy part
no.
of your mic.
No. Everything.
Oh.
The mic.
This is Harris in the battleground states.
Come on, Big T.
Okay, we're gonna have to make do.
No, we got it. It's fine.
Plug it in.
It's fine. Oh my God.
All right, we're good.
My suit just ripped.
I'm back.
You're back, okay.
Regardless of who you voted for, I hope the American people tonight say, you know what? Shake hands.
Yep.
Good game. And take your purple tie.
And we called it fair.
Boy, we got some.
We called it fair tonight. There's nobody at home tonight that can say to themselves, we didn't call this down the middle.
For sure.
Because we
sure.
did. We did. We gave respect to Tim Walz. We gave respect to Donald Trump. We gave it to Kamala Harris. We gave it to J.D. Vance. We gave it all the way around. We called it down the middle. And you know what? I want to do this again.
Would love to.
I was a little skeptical coming into tonight, but I want to do it again.
You know, we're watching the fate of America, just hanging out with the boys. We got blizzards coming here.
Blizzard's coming. Yeah, it's going to be incredible.
What flavor blizzard are you?
I like to go with the, what is it? Butterfinger.
Oh,
Butterfinger's a good one.
I'm an M&M man myself. But.
Okay, the M&Ms are very good. Did you eat a lot of Halloween candy or no?
No, I meant to go on November 1st and buy some, and then I didn't do it.
Now, Lucas, can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
We're going to be wrapping this show up in about 35 minutes, right? Before we wrap the show up, this map here is probably not going to be done. But I think it's the American people's right. And I'm sure the American people at home want us to finish this map before we go here later tonight. So I say the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes of this stream, I say we fill out this map.
Make some calls?
We fill out this map. We check our phones, we check the TVs, and we fill out these maps on our own, and we'll see what happens from there. What do you say about that?
We could do that. We also could, if it's close enough, wait and see if we think it's going to be called. We can keep going live. We're not a hard out at 11 by any means.
Okay.
We just, last election went until the Friday after. If we think it's going to be called and we want to stay on and possibly get that, we can do that as well.
Okay. Can we get a couple callers, Lucas? I would love to hear a couple callers. Is that possible?
Yes. Dominic from Texas. Dominic, you are on the line.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can, Dominic.
We hear you, yeah.
Awesome. Yo, what's up, guys? Long time viewer here, first time caller, and Indianapolis Colts fan, so, things aren't so hot currently.
Okay.
But, once...
Benched their quarterback like America is benching Joe Biden.
Yes.
Tonight.
Okay,
Very similar. Tonight.
Let me ask you guys, do you think that was the right move?
I do, yeah.
I mean,
you really think so?
He kind of stinks.
I think they both kind of stink.
Well, they were hoping that, Joe Flacco was going to go in and drop 350 on their head, but, that kind of didn't happen either. So,
well, then you could just put him back in. Just say, fuck it, we made the roll call, put him back in next week.
Well, I mean, I guess you could do that. But anyway, so let me get back to here. So I'll be better once Trump wins. My question, what do you, I don't want to, step on anybody's toes here when it comes to, LGBTQ and stuff like that, but what is y'all's views on, men competing in women's sports and stuff? So I recently became a dad to a little girl, and, I just don't want, you just got to have some common sense. Like, I don't want my daughter going up to bat or wrestling, against little Jimmy over there that's got 75 pounds on all of them, or, even much less, being when it comes to...
Let's tread a little lightly.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
I'm going to take this over, Lucas. I'll take this over. In the great words of Stuart Feiner... In the great words of Stuart Feiner, on the Barstool Sports Advisors show last year, he had an incredible line. And the line said everything. You know my stance. Thank you for calling.
All right, we're going to get another caller up.
Good to hear from Dominic.
Great to hear from Dominic.
Texas, new state for us. I wish, and the show's not over.
No.
I would have loved to make a concerted effort to hear from all 50 tonight.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I wish, and it's not, if you're in Missouri, Kansas, Montana, New York, we had a New York caller, excuse me, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arizona, give us a shout.
Yeah, give us a call.
We got Jane from Georgia. Jane, you are up.
Hey, Jerry, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right, hey, I think that Lucasi's got the right idea here. This thing is leaning one way. I think it's going to continue to lean this way, and I think that the JNN fans out here want to see you guys keep going until this thing is called, because you made a bold prediction on North Carolina, and you were correct. And this prediction may not be so bold anymore. But I am calling here from Georgia, and I think that Georgia is flipping back to red.
Wow.
We're looking at the Georgia numbers right now.
Yeah.
91% in former President Trump with about 100,000 vote lead there. That's going to be difficult to overcome with just 9% of the vote remaining.
Yeah, that's gonna be very difficult. I think you're right about that. I think he takes Georgia. I said it on the show earlier. We wanted to give him Georgia early. We got it highlighted right now. I would say let's give it to Georgia, Big T.
If you want to make that call, Jerry, I wouldn't argue with you.
It's time to give it to Georgia.
Lucas, let's give it to Georgia. Let's put
go over there, make the call. Make the call, JJ.
Red. Let's put Georgia red. Put Georgia red, Lucas.
We also got Oregon is called for blue.
Oregon blue. Oregon blue.
And so are we the first to call Georgia as well? Gotta be. I'm not seeing that called anywhere.
I would be the first.
Yeah, let's call Georgia.
Jersey, Jerry, the first to call the battleground states of North Carolina and Georgia, two of the most critical states in this election, both called on JNN for former President Trump.
And Big T, if you're looking at our map right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 states pretty much left. We've called everything else. We got 9 states left. I think she's going to win Virginia. I would say call Virginia, but let's give Virginia another couple minutes here.
Okay.
But Big T, this is a little shocking.
And Jerry, we talked about Virginia a few times tonight. Trump had a lead. Looks like he's going to lose it. But that momentum in Virginia, you're seeing it in North Carolina.
Yep.
You're seeing it in Pennsylvania, and that you're seeing it in those Rust Belt states, Wisconsin and Michigan. When we look back at this, if things go the way it looks like they're going to go, that Virginia, a state he loses probably, could be what we look back at and say, wow, that should have been the canary in the coal mine.
Gotcha.
The thing we were looking at that said, wow, this could be kind of a big night for Trump.
Okay, just because it was so close there.
Right.
Saying.
I mean, if Virginia is in play, the other states are gonna fall.
And you're looking at this board right now, and you have not yet been shocked by any of these so far.
I am shocked that all 3 in the blue wall are looking Trump.
Wow.
He needed one. He needed one. If he got North Carolina, Georgia, and at least one of Arizona, Nevada, he needed one. And it looks like he might get all 3, just like he did in 2016, which was obviously the key to him becoming the president. Looks like it could happen all over again.
And that Arizona, Big T, 51% in, 49.6 Trump, 49.5 Harris. That is one of the closest things I've ever seen in my life.
Close. One of the closest races I've ever seen in a presidential election. Will certainly be a recount, but we saw that in the triple digits, at hundreds of votes, and it's starting. Trump's opening up a little bit of a lead there. Again, razor thin. It'll be a recount. But like we've said, might not even matter.
No, might not even matter. Also, Big T, we spoke a lot about, social media earlier and whatnot. Zuckerberg. Let's go to Zuckerberg for a second.
Right.
Do you think Zuckerberg voted red this year?
I'm not convinced he voted blue.
Not, right?
No.
An
interesting transformation from him.
Yes, and he came out and he was honest and talked about how, they paid to take stuff down on his website that he created, which is crazy. And the American people have talked about common sense, leading up to this election. Common sense to me says that's pretty bad, and that's pretty illegal to do stuff like that. And they did it anyway and got away with it for a long time until Zuckerberg came out and said, "This is what they did. Hand up. It was wrong. I know it was wrong." But they did do this.
Yeah, social media played a big part in the 2020 election. Obviously, a lot of stuff going on that year that was, maybe you could talk about it, maybe you couldn't. Social media looks like it could be playing a big part in this election. Probably going to play a part in every election going forward. But you mentioned Elon Musk. You talked about Zuckerberg, the things he said recently. Maybe does that shift some of the electorate back to where it was in 2016 when we saw some of these states go the way they look like they could be going tonight?
And Big T, for the American people at home, let's just say Kamala Harris wins Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Minnesota. Let's say she wins all those. Let's just say.
Okay, well then she'd be president.
She'd be president, correct? Right. She becomes president, right? I want to ask you this: Will there ever be a real election again? In your eyes, will there ever be a real election again? Because Elon Musk has talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast the other day. He said this would be the last election.
He did say that.
What does he mean by that?
JJ, I have faith in America.
Okay.
I love this country. I love what it's about. Sometimes we do things that I don't love.
Mm-hmm.
That happens from time to time. But at its core, this is the greatest country there's ever been.
It is.
This is the greatest country there is.
You know what they say?
And God willing and the creek don't rise, this is the greatest country there ever will be.
I love that.
So I really try to stay away from things like that.
Gotcha.
Because this country's been around for 250 years. I hope it's around for 250 more. This is the best place on earth. There's a reason everyone wants to come here. This is America, damn it. And Lord willing, it's going to keep being America for a long time after you and I are dead and gone.
Yeah, and I think if Donald Trump wins, we bring back Lord, we bring back Jesus, like he said, Merry Christmas. We say Merry Christmas again, which I love. I don't know what the whole thing about Merry Christmas was. We couldn't say Merry Christmas?
I don't know. No more red cups either.
What's that about? I don't get that.
No more cups.
I never got it. I want to say Merry Christmas. You know?
Great time of the year.
They say, no, say Happy Holidays. No, I don't want to say Happy Holidays. I want to say Merry Christmas.
Well, I'm not a Happy Holidays guy personally, but we talked about some people tonight who maybe celebrate different holidays.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Big T. That's a good point, Big T. Really, really good point.
But we love the season.
I do love the season.
We love the season.
Speaking of Hawaii, I had a kid, right? And his wife, he flew down to Pittsburgh to meet me when I went to the Steelers game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he came down there, and he talked about Hawaii, right? Do you realize how expensive it is there?
Oh, it's crazy. Nuts.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, you got to fly everything in there.
He was telling me how much some things cost. It was astronomical.
It's nuts.
I mean, astronomical. How are people surviving? We need to get groceries back to what they were, right? Gas back to what it was. Okay? That is mandatory.
What's your ideal gallon of gas?
Ideal gallon of gas, honestly, $2.70.
That's fair.
$2.70,
That's fair.
$2.75 gallon of gas. What would you say?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, right?
I mean, you'd love for it to be lower.
Of course. I don't want to get greedy, though.
Yeah,
I don't want to be greedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be a greedy guy. Gallon of milk, I don't want to pay $7 for that, $6
Juice.
for that. Juice, Rico Bosco.
The juice was $2.50. The juice was $2.50.
The juice was $2. I wish we heard from Rico Bosco.
Can we put out an APB?
I don't know if we can. Can we? Can we put out an APB on it?
Because I don't want to. He's been texting.
He's been texting.
Not while we've been on the show, but this week he's been texting. He's been asking questions.
Okay.
What's going to happen?
Okay.
And I didn't think what we're seeing tonight was necessarily going to happen.
Wow. Okay.
So I would, we talked to Jack. I would love to talk to Rico if he's out there. Let me give him a text.
Shoot him a text. Lucas, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How was the meter for tonight's show so far? Pretty good.
You got a couple times. You got up off the rails.
Okay.
But we're back down closer to neutral.
Okay.
After this last talk, also, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Got called blue.
Okay, well, we'll put that blue. Put that blue, Lucas. Make that fully blue. Kamala Harris gets 5 there. 211 right now. It's showing to 153. Our network has it 248 to 191.
And 248, JJ, getting awfully close.
Very, very, very close.
Getting awfully close.
Very, very close. Yeah, Lucas, can we get maybe another caller in?
Yeah, we can get a caller.
Yeah, let's do that. That'd be great.
Chandler from Maine. Chandler, you are live.
Hey, Jerry, Big T, big fans. I'm up here in Maine. I'm kind of embarrassed to be in a blue state, but it is what it is.
That's all right, brother.
That's all right. That's all right. We're in a blue state.
Did my part. We also took home that 1 point electoral vote. That Maine gives for the
one of the split electorals we talked about off the top.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
I believed it was Maine. I was pretty sure.
Yeah. We're out here with the deer. We couldn't rally them to go vote with us, but that's all right. But I also wanted to ask, Jerry, if we take home this win tonight, I got a bachelor party. We're planning for Vegas, and we'd love to have you. We're getting married in August of next year.
That's quite the ask. I appreciate it. I respect that. I would love to go. But you know,
Jerry, I joined Jerry After Dark, and I tipped you one time, and I told you if you read my comment, I'd name my son after you. My son I just had named Jerry.
Wow! Breaking news on JN. Wow! You know, I love that. Jerry is such a powerful name.
Should have led with that. By the way.
Should have led with that. And then I'm back in on the bachelor party.
We didn't want to go off the rails, you know.
I'm back in on the bachelor party. I appreciate that. Jerry is such a powerful name. It
Strong.
really is. When you think of a Jerry, it's powerful.
Yes.
I love
that.
that.
I even have one of my best friends. You know, he's in contention for best man. He's a Steelers fan. He's a Russie or die fan.
God, I love Russie, man. Wow.
So you guys could, talk it up. Love to have you.
I appreciate that.
But,
shoot Jerry After Dark a DM.
Thank you, man.
You appreciate that. Also, if you're watching and you're listening, go subscribe to Macrodosing. Big T is on that show.
Thank you.
They are also doing an election recap, I believe, tomorrow.
I think you might be invited.
I might be invited to the show as well. An election recap on Macrodosing. Subscribe, follow,
love that.
like.
Thank you.
Also, Jerry After Dark, if you watch tonight, please subscribe, please like, please comment. We've had so much fun tonight. We're going to keep having some more fun. This has been an incredible experience. Lucas, let's get another caller on the board.
We got Jim from Knoxville on the line. Jim, go ahead.
Jimmy!
Hey guys. Congratulations on being the first place to call North Carolina.
People aren't talking enough about that. That's massive. That's massive.
Yeah.
Truly a where were you moment. So I had two questions. The first one is, what did Kamala's husband Doug mean when he said Kamala's going to do what Kamala does best and put her head down and go to work?
Jim, if I speak, I'm suspended. If I speak, I'm suspended.
What does that mean?
Next question.
Okay, we'll go next question.
Next question. Okay, next question. This is kind of just what the streets have been saying, but has anybody ever seen Tim Waltz and Jerry in the same room?
Wow.
Me and him?
Wow. Now, if you shaved the beard, right?
Don't do this here. Not on this
Just,
network.
look at me.
Not on this network. Not on this network.
If there was no... I see it. I see it.
I don't know if you see.
I see it. If no beard... Do you have any pictures with no beard?
I might. I don't know if I do.
Face shape, very similar.
I don't know if I do.
Brother, if you had some white hair, I see it.
I don't know if I have a picture.
I can't unsee it.
I see it.
Okay, okay, leave that up. I don't know. I don't think I have a picture with no beard.
Put a nice white mop on top of JJ, shave the beard, and we might look at it.
I don't know.
Jerry W.
I don't think I have one picture in my phone without a beard.
How long you had the beard?
16, 17.
Okay.
But I have shaved like within the last year and a half. I believe I've shaved I've shaved it clean, but I don't remember having a picture of it.
I don't not see it. I'll tell you that.
Yep, I can't get one. I don't have one. Maybe Lucas has one, but I don't. I don't at all. Nope, I don't have one.
All right, guys. Well, hey, that's my time. You guys are awesome. You guys are doing great work, and go Trump.
Jim, real quick, where in Knoxville you calling from?
Just a little bit in West Knoxville, kind of by Farragut.
Love that. Love to hear that. Appreciate it. Good to hear from you.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate that. Big T, you're getting a lot of, I'm scrolling through Twitter here, you're getting a lot of, this is over. You're getting a lot of it.
And that's a natural reaction. Certainly not.
I don't think it's over. It's not
Some
over.
of these margins we're seeing, Pennsylvania, it's starting to open up a little bit for Trump, but still very thin. Arizona, we've mentioned several times, you're not going to know that for days. But some of these shots we're seeing, obviously we haven't had volume, but some of these shots we're seeing from the Trump campaign headquarters, it is an atmosphere very similar to what we started to see around this time in 2016. A lot of people celebrating. Have not seen any shots from Kamala's headquarters. I would
No.
imagine that's rather intentional.
But like we said, BT, it's razor thin in some of these swing
Absolutely.
states. So you can't just call it.
Absolutely.
You
No,
can't call it.
Wisconsin's still way too close to
But
call.
you know how Donnie gets down. You know what I mean? He's like, it's over.
Sure.
It's over.
I haven't seen any Michigan numbers recently. Lucas, if you could update us on that, I'd love to know.
This
Michigan
hasn't
as
moved.
well.
I think
Yeah.
Arizona stopped counting because they haven't moved.
He's up 5% in Michigan.
Wow.
With 36% of the votes in.
Okay.
Oh, that's still a lot to go.
Sure, but that's a big lead.
Really? Okay, Big T.
He's only up 100,000 votes, so the 5% isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is about what he's been up in these other states. Georgia, he's up about 100,000. Pennsylvania, he was up about 100,000.
Georgia's almost done, 91% there.
Yeah, Georgia, we have called first
He's
to
up
call.
140 in Georgia right now at 91% votes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jerry, I mean, we've said it ad nauseum, but it looks like the blue wall may have become a red wave.
Now, hear me out here. Let's say we don't find out tonight, but we find out tomorrow or the next day, and Kamala Harris wins. Is cheating in question? Like it was a few years back. Like they said, we don't know if it was or was not, but is cheating, does that come into play?
If this thing flips, I would be surprised if you didn't hear that from some people.
Okay, because that's on my mind as
Now,
well.
granted, we talk about Trump is winning. Oh, Kamala's taking the lead. This, that, and the other. The votes were all cast. I mean, we're counting them at a rate where it's like one guy's up, then she's up. It's not actually flip-flopping. It's just when we're counting it.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, if he loses, I think you will hear some very upset people.
Yeah. Because it does not look like it as of right now.
It looks like we could have Donald Trump as the 47th president of the United States. Non-consecutive 2 terms. Only 2 guys have done that.
What's the other guy? Do you know?
I want to say Grover Cleveland.
Okay.
Lucas, can you look that up? I think it's Grover Cleveland. Don't quote me on
So
that.
that would mean you would win, lose, win again.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, let's just say Trump wins this election tonight. Let's just say he does. He's only got 4 years. Who could you see coming in to replace Donald Trump?
Grover Cleveland was correct.
Love that. Love to hear that. I mean, the obvious answer is J.D. Vance, his running mate.
Okay.
Vivek Ramaswamy made a lot of inroads with his
I liked him.
campaign. I did as well. Seems to be a very intelligent guy. DeSantis was kind of the heir apparent, but his campaign lost a lot of air.
What was that about? Because I thought he had a real chance.
Not
at this thing.
not a very good candidate, honestly. But J.D. Vance, I think you're going to see if he becomes the vice president. I think he's next in line for the Republican Party. The Democrats, this is going to be a moment of reckoning for the Democratic Party. I think you lose 2 out of 3 to Trump, and I think people are going to look around and start asking questions.
Okay. Now,
But you've got Gavin Newsom waiting there in California.
Yeah, you do.
He's a favorite.
Michelle Obama, who I've brought up in the past.
Certainly, people will
I
still
think
be talking about Michelle Obama.
Yes.
But if this thing goes the way it looks like it might, there are going to be some very stark conversations happening in the Democratic Party.
Big T, I want to talk about this.
I got big breaking news.
Okay, go ahead, Lucas.
Virginia's just been called.
And I'm guessing that's for Harris.
It is for Harris.
Okay.
So put that on the board.
Yeah, go put that on the board, Lucas. Go ahead. Go ahead. Highlight that blue. She won Virginia. Big T, I waited all night to talk about this moment. Because we were very high, in the beginning of the show, and we've had so much fun. But let's get serious for a second.
Yep.
The attempted assassination on Donald Trump multiple times was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
Something we haven't seen in a very long time.
Yes.
Reagan, obviously, you and I weren't around for that.
Yeah.
But it's been, several decades since something like that's happened. But
Yes.
yeah.
Now, let's say Donald Trump wins this election tonight. I fear for his life. I do.
I don't know, JJ. I don't know.
I fear for his life because they have shown, and not they meaning the Democratic Party, I'm just saying they have shown that they tried to kill him. It didn't work. They tried to kill him again, and it didn't work. Who's to say they're not going to try to kill him again?
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
know.
only going to make them want to kill him again.
You hope that the Secret Service is doing its job and that the president and vice president and all their families are taken care of and secure. But we did see it. So I don't know. I think that's far off. I think that's not something we're worried about right now. Right now we're looking at Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania.
Fair.
Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. That's what we're looking at. And again, we've said it. It's looking like a wave. It's looking
like a red wave. Yeah, I just got a text message from a family member. Not going to reveal which one. The Vince Carter meme.
Oh.
So, it's over. What's this? Yeah, Virginia. Oh, Pennsylvania.
That is Pennsylvania.
Did that open up a little bit? Yeah,
a little bit, yeah.
I think it did.
Now, if you called North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, I mean, you'd be the number one. You'd be the number. JJ, don't do it to him. Don't do it to him,
Lucas,
Jerry.
I'm calling Pennsylvania.
Wow.
It's over.
Wow.
Pennsylvania's over. It's going red. I'm calling it official prediction. Pennsylvania's red. Pennsylvania's red. Mark it down. Done.
Jersey Jerry, first to call North Carolina, Georgia, and now Pennsylvania for former President Donald Trump. You have him at 267 electoral votes, 3 away.
3 away.
From becoming the 47th president, needing just one of Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, and Arizona to retake his seat in the Oval Office.
What if he takes Alaska?
True.
He could take.
We've been forgetting about him.
We've forgotten about him.
We've been forgetting about him.
He could take Alaska and win this thing.
It could be over, JJ. It could be over.
According to our board here, he could take Alaska and this thing is over with.
We did just see some very early numbers from Nevada, way too close to put any stock in, but Trump was up pretty big. But those were very early, like 17,000 to 6,000.
And when they do the early, is that mail-in ballots?
I think so. I think usually the mail-in and absentee come in first.
What is absentee? Can you explain that to the people?
I think it's if you're I think military can vote absentee because they're like elsewhere. I think.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know who else can, but I know it's a mail-in thing. I think.
Gotcha.
I think.
Gotcha.
Never done it.
Also, since we're at 267, let's save the preliminary calling of the states. Let's leave it to the official now, so we can get official word if we call the election. Because you don't want to call the election early.
Now, Jerry, you tell me, because I'm new. This is JNN, right?
Yeah,
it's not TNN.
Lucas,
it's not TNN.
Lucas is
I thought this was your news network.
This is my news network.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
And if I'm going to call the election, I'm going to call the election.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're going to wait to get some more information here. We're going to wait. We're going to do our due diligence. Wait, look at numbers, look to see what's coming in. But if I see that board and it's like 85% in on another state, 85% in, and he's up by 5-6 points, I think it's over.
You certainly don't want to be premature, but if, again, I just said, if you're the first to call North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Trump elected president.
Yeah. No.
We're talking, JNN's on the map.
It has to be on the map. Has to be on the map.
This gym might become ours, brother.
Yes, that's true. There might be people flooding this building tomorrow waiting to talk to us.
That'd be amazing.
It would be amazing. Could you ever see yourself doing this for a living?
I don't know. Our job's too cool to do
It is very
I couldn't do real.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could either. But once every 4 years,
Yeah, absolutely awesome.
I'd love to do
Awesome.
it. Once every 4 years. Big T, you're more well versed in this area than me. If a state picks a Senate and it's a Republican, does that usually mean they're going to be voting Republican for the president?
It depends. We just saw numbers from the Wisconsin Senate race. Tammy Baldwin, who is the Democratic incumbent, was down to, I believe his name's Eric Hovde, the Republican. So, but we saw earlier, was it New Hampshire's governor is a Republican? And they went crazy blue for Biden, but elected him in a pretty big landslide. So sometimes you get anomalies like that, but yeah, that's tracking with what we're seeing out of Wisconsin for the presidential election as well.
Okay, yeah. So you said they had early numbers coming in for Nevada, but it's way
too early. I mean, over there it's only, well, I guess it's getting close to. They're Pacific time. So it's
Pacific time.
It's not even 9 o'clock yet.
Gotcha. What is that? U.S. Senate balance of power. 49 Republicans, 40 Democrats, 11 seats remain.
So if the Republicans pick up some of the Senate was very likely to go Republican.
Okay.
But that looks like it could be even more seats than what we thought.
Gotcha. Lucas, we called Washington already, right? That's blue.
Correct.
Okay, so that's called already. She won that. Yeah, our predictions are 267 to 204. We're watching CNN over here live. They have Trump 227. Harris 165.
A little bit behind JNN.
Yeah, a little bit behind JNN. We're first. We're first here. But I think ours have been very accurate tonight. I mean,
haven't missed yet.
That's true. I don't think we missed yet.
We don't know about Pennsylvania, but the others haven't missed. Although I guess Georgia hasn't been called either. So
yeah,
but it's looking.
It's looking like it. It's looking like it according to these numbers here.
Much like your knee after you fall off the bike.
Exactly.
It's looking red.
It's looking red. It's definitely looking red. Lucas, can we get another caller?
Jack or Jeff from Florida? Jack from Florida, you're live.
Okay, Florida.
What's up, boys?
Hey, how you doing?
Gary, if you keep this up, we have a problem on our hands. We might lose you to a major news network.
You know what? I mean, you bring up an accurate point. And listen, let's set the record straight. I don't go nowhere without my co-host, Big Tennessee. I don't go nowhere.
Okay,
love to hear that.
We can't lose both of you.
No, I mean, honestly, it might be turning out that way. It really might.
But I do have a little lighthearted question, a little bit of a fuck, marry, kill for you.
Okay, this can go sideways, so just proceed with caution.
I got you. Harris, Waltz, and Fauci.
Okay, Lucas, that was an incredible call from Jake from Florida. Jake, thank you for calling in. We appreciate the call.
We got Dom from South Florida on the line.
We can't answer that.
Okay.
Go
Hey,
ahead, Dom.
Big T, Jersey Jerry, how you guys doing? Big fans of both of you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, and I think I speak for both of us when I say we're doing pretty fantastic.
Pretty fantastic.
Pretty good.
I think so. I honestly, I think you guys should expand outside of politics and maybe get into Oscars, Emmys, Emmys, all that.
You an award show guy?
Doing pretty good.
No, I'm not.
I'm not either. But what are some other things we could? This desk right here, it's sturdy.
It is sturdy.
It's got some more streams in it.
Whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it because it's electric.
Hell yeah, love that.
So my question specifically is for Jersey Jerry. Right now, this election is kind of leaning towards Trump. I know both of you might be satisfied about that. However, Jersey, I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. A couple months ago, on Pardon My Take, you were awarded the Takey Live of the Year. So first of all, why do you think you were awarded that? And secondly, how do you respond to that?
Yeah, it's a great question, and you know what? I accepted the award. I did.
Big of you.
And it's very big of me to accept the award. I didn't want to put Pardon My Take in a spot where they put me up for an award, they gave me an award, and it's such a successful show. Probably one of the best, if not the best, sports podcast.
I think the #1 sports podcast
out
in the
there.
world.
I don't want to make them look bad. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put my big boy boots on, and I'm going to accept this award with dignity. However, I will say this. I could give that award up by the end of tonight.
Would you trade it in for 3 more up on the board there?
I think I would.
Okay.
I think I might.
So does that means you've been holding on to it, though?
I have been holding on to it. And, I walk around town in the city of Chicago, and I get a lot of, JJ, can I get a picture? Live of the Year, let's take a picture. and I've always been respectful, and I've always said, yeah, no problem. But you know what? And this is going to be the first time I say it publicly. I never wanted that award.
Okay.
I never wanted that award. And
you never really deserved it, right? I think. Did you deserve it?
You know what? No, I don't think I deserved it. I don't think I deserved it.
Can I cut you off, JJ, though?
Yeah.
You know what they say God does with his toughest battles?
He gives it to his strongest soldiers.
That's right.
And you know what? He gave it to me. And you know what? I held that with dignity and honor for the last couple months. And I think
you bared that cross.
You
bared that cross.
And I do. And I would love.
That's respectable.
And I would love for the part of my Take crew to get together after tonight and say, you know what? He did his job. And he did his job well.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? We're going to rescind the award.
Wow.
I would say that they should. They could possibly be talking about that behind the scenes right
Do you want it awarded to someone else or leave it vacant for that year?
I think the right thing to do is leave it vacant.
Okay.
Because things can happen.
Vacated title, asterisk.
Yes, put an asterisk on it. You know, we'll see what happens. It would be very big of them to do that because it was very big of me to carry that for the last couple
Completely
months.
agree.
But a great question.
I just want to say the neutral meter is getting dangerously close to the top, if not at the top.
I think that.
What have we done?
What have we done?
Completely rescinding Lib of the Year. You can't fool the meter.
Well, Lucas,
time out.
Let me talk to him first, if you will. And this is JNN, I know. Lucas, I don't know. As a political science minor, there are a lot of people on the far left who dislike liberals because they're not left enough.
Exactly.
So getting rid of Lib of the Year does not indicate that Jersey Jerry is necessarily on the right. He could be so far left. I know one of those guys. He's so far left, he hates the libs.
Yeah.
The meter is merely a computer system. I have no control over it. I can just.
Well, someone does.
I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to bring this meter back down so fast, Lucas. What an incredible effort from Kamala Harris. She's fighting right now.
For sure. These states, Trump hasn't run away in any of them.
No.
I mean, they are razor thin.
Razor thin. And you know what? Respect to her, because if I'm looking at that board and I'm Kamala Harris, I'm personally saying to myself, it's over. But you know what she hasn't done yet? She hasn't conceded yet. And that's a lot of fight from her.
And there's a good lesson to be learned in that
There is.
for all Americans.
And you know what that lesson is? Don't give up no matter what.
Yep.
And a wise man told me that before. And he told me that when I was smoking crack cocaine next to a dumpster in front of a Dunkin' Donuts. And that doesn't mean don't give up on smoking crack.
Uh-huh.
It meant don't give up trying to get sober.
Look where you're at right now.
And look where I'm at.
Look where we're at.
I'm at the main news network.
Who would have thought?
No, I wouldn't have thought it.
Who would have thought?
I wouldn't have thought it. So that's the message Kamala Harris is sending tonight. Don't give up no matter what. Very big of her.
That thing's got to be going left now.
Lucas, where's that meter at?
It is close to the bottom now.
Okay.
Computer
Okay.
listen to your statement.
Okay, I love that from us.
Now, JJ, I know we had originally said that this was going to midnight Eastern. And I don't know, the clock has just struck midnight Wednesday, November 6th on the East Coast, 11 o'clock here in Chicago, Illinois, JNN headquarters. What are we doing? Are we?
I don't know. I say we stay live for a little bit longer. Breaking news here from Marjorie Taylor Greene. She says, holy shit, massive crowds are now leaving Kamala Harris's election party in droves. So that seems to say they have given up, but Kamala Harris has not.
Jerry, something that's really struck me tonight, the eerie similarities, no pun intended for those of you in Pennsylvania, to 2016. I mean, the parties that we're seeing from each candidate,
yes,
the faces that we're seeing, it is like I am back in 2016, my sophomore year of college. I'm just looking at this, and it feels like 2016. We do have another
breaking
projection.
news, Lucas. Breaking news. Kamala Harris has won Hawaii. You can put that down for Kamala Harris. She has won Hawaii. Expected, though.
For sure.
It's expected.
For sure.
Big Barack Obama state, right?
Called as soon as the polls closed there. But as I was saying, this feels, and obviously very similar circumstance. Donald Trump running for president against a woman who was maybe favored. Certainly Hillary Clinton, depending on what you want to say today. But just everything we're seeing, it's deja vu all over again.
It is deja vu all over again. Lucas, can we get another caller on the line?
Matt from Atlanta, you are live.
A lot of Atlanta tonight, JJ.
Yeah, a lot of Atlanta, probably because of you.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Hey guys, I said Atlanta. I'm actually from Mississippi. I don't know.
Oh.
A little bit of both here. So
Okay.
It kind of feels like you're a bench player on a good basketball team. My vote really didn't matter here, but yeah, just kind of want to hop on here. I think it's getting late. Everyone's getting ready to go to bed. Looking at this election, Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, kind of look all in the bag. I think it's time you guys go ahead and call it. Be the first major news network to call the election.
Wow.
Now, JJ.
That's big. That's big because one thing I don't want, Big T, is to get this far in the process we have been on these last few weeks, right? Getting together, taking our notes together, getting ready for this stream tonight, and doing an excellent job, staying neutral this whole way, and then giving it to Donald Trump, and then somehow, some way,
for sure,
Kamala Harris ends up with a victory.
Can't happen.
And then we are never going to be
happen.
on the TV again.
I think we've built up a lot of credibility in these 3 hours that we cannot afford to lose.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford to lose that yet. So while I appreciate the call and I appreciate the confidence, I think it's something that we just can't do yet.
With that said, how electric would it be?
Yes.
First guy on a news network in the United States to call the 2024 election for Donald John Trump, 45th turned 47th President of the United States of America.
It would be incredible and honestly, possibly life-changing for both of us.
Could be.
Possibly life-changing
Could
for
be.
both of us. I'd love to, Big T, and I don't know if you can, ride with me here. I don't know if I'm ready just yet.
I ride with you no matter what.
I love that. I love that. And you know who you remind me of a lot of, Big T? J.D. Vance.
Love to hear that.
You do.
Love to hear
very intelligent, very smart, very well spoken. I love the demeanor, the body language.
Thank you, JJ.
Breaking news, no breaking news, never mind. We apologize. That was a typo on the screen. You remind me a lot of him.
I appreciate that.
I know.
We said you look like Tim Walz earlier.
Yeah.
You got a little Vance to you, too.
A little bit, right?
You got a little Vance.
I do watch a lot of war movies and stuff like that. Vance, ex-military.
They're calling him VP Jerry.
Yeah.
He's both VPs.
Yes. Watch out, that meter might be going right. We're going to bring it back.
I said he's both. I said he's both. Did I not?
No, you did. You did.
Purple tie.
That's fair. That's fair.
VPJ.
What are we looking at here? Pennsylvania. We called that already. He's up by 4 points, 84% of the way
That
there.
lead just will not go down. We have the closed captioning over whatever state this is. I think it's Michigan.
I think it's Michigan, too. He's up 4 points in Michigan. 4.2.
I think it's Michigan. We have the same.
Yeah, 4.2 in Michigan, 45% of the way there. We have yet to call Michigan, but Big T, it is getting very, very, very close.
It's getting late early.
It is.
As they say.
It is. And where's that? Which state is that?
That is Wisconsin, about the same that you're seeing
Honestly,
in Michigan
Lucas,
and
we're
Pennsylvania.
93% of the way there in Wisconsin. I think if he wins Wisconsin, this thing is over.
Well, it would be mathematically over with the states we've already called, Jerry.
Yes, exactly. And Lucas, I don't know how you feel about that, but we're getting close. We're 93% of the way there for Wisconsin. This thing goes Wisconsin. This is over.
And Jerry, we're taking another look at Arizona. We had seen 1,000, 3,000 votes. Trump has opened up a 9,000 vote lead. They're still razor thin in terms of percentage, but we do see that lead growing rather than shrinking.
Nevada, 2% of the way there. We won't even talk about that.
But he's up big.
But he's up big, correct.
But 2%.
2%. What did Nevada go last election?
I believe Biden won it last time.
He did.
Do not quote me on that.
Is there a chance, now I can't see, it hasn't been on the TV screen yet. Is there a chance Trump breaks a record for most votes?
I don't know. We talked to Jack Mack earlier who said the popular vote was in play.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen any more on that. But look.
Nevada was blue last election.
Okay, Big T was right.
But JJ, every state we see, he's up. So if he's up in every state,
yeah.
Now obviously California, and New York will skew that, but every battleground state, he's winning.
Yeah, he's winning. He is. He's doing his part there. That's for sure.
All the way up, as one of the rappers said. I forget which one.
Fat Joe, all the way up.
Could be.
Funny fact.
Kamala guy.
Sorry, not a funny fact, but a very emotional fact.
Oh, okay.
About Fat Joe. He had a kid with special needs. the girl or his wife at the time, girlfriend or wife, I'm not sure yet, but said, I can't do this. I can't raise this kid.
Oh.
Because he had special needs. And you know what Fat Joe did? He stepped in and he raised his son. And he raised him alone. So,
love that.
Fat Joe, if you're watching this,
Fat Joe,
we love you. We appreciate you. Stand up, Dad. Stand up, Father.
Love to hear that.
Love that. Kids come first.
Absolutely.
Kids come first in America. And we want more kids. We want more kids. We do.
Yeah.
We want a lot. We want a lot of kids.
Yeah.
We want you to go to bed tonight trying to have a kid.
Oh.
Because we want more of them.
Okay.
Do you love kids?
In a good way,
But do you want kids?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm only, not, you started early.
Very early,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would say very early.
When you were about my age.
Yeah,
Maybe even a little younger.
And part of that is one thing I will always say. I don't pull out.
Oh, well, that is.
I leave it in.
That's how you get them.
That's how you get them.
Yeah.
That's how you get them. That's how you get them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, God, what a fun night. What a fun night. Lucas, we haven't heard much from you tonight. What is the temperature on this election when it comes to Lucasi?
I'm indifferent.
Now, JJ.
Yeah.
I don't want to put anyone's business out there.
Yeah.
Voting's sacred.
Yeah.
But I did hear Lucas earlier today say he was going to vote. He was going to leave and go vote.
Mhm.
Come back for the stream.
Yeah.
And then I heard didn't vote.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's what I heard. I don't know
That's a rumor.
I don't know the specifics.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, merely just a rumor.
Okay. He might have voted undercover. Who knows? There was a lot of people here today going in and out of the office, so I'm sure they were going to vote and whatnot. And like I said earlier in the show, I respect them for not saying who they voted for.
For sure.
Because it is your right. You should be able to vote for whoever you want to, and you don't have to disclose that to anybody.
No.
But is there a chance that silent Trump that I talked about earlier with you in the gambling cave played a factor into tonight?
Well, Jerry, we talked earlier about the polling. 2016, way off.
Yeah.
2020, way off again, but Biden managed to still win. And it looks like it was wrong again.
Yeah.
So now, granted, we're not going to have Trump running anymore, so these are the only 3 times we're going to get to see it.
Yep.
But we will look back in 30, 40, 50 years at the polling for Donald Trump was so off.
Yes, it was.
I would love to talk to pollsters and the people conducting these polls at Marist and Quinnipiac and everywhere, and Seltzer, and just find out why this is. Because people just, the polling has been dead wrong every single time.
Yeah, it has, Big T. You bring up a good point, too. Also, have you ever been called for a poll?
Never once. Never heard of anybody.
And that's a good point. I've never heard of anybody getting called for a poll. So who knows if these polls are even real?
Yeah, I don't know.
With social media
They're not
today,
correct, I'll tell you that.
They're not correct, that's for sure. I mean, you could just do whatever you want on social media. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, Lucas, maybe another caller?
Paul from Mississippi, you are live. Go ahead.
Hey guys, you're doing a great job. You're making me fall in love with news and media like I never thought I could.
Love to hear that, Paul.
Love that.
Just got 2 comments for you guys, and I'll let you go. Y'all really remind me of the announcers on Slugfest 2003.
Wow.
Video game?
Did y'all ever play that?
Yeah, I played it. Yeah,
that's the one where you could fight, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You were like the spitting image of one of those guys on there. You gotta look it up.
Love that.
Off of Slugfest, the announcer, you sound just like him. Your mannerisms, everything is great. And go to Big T. Big T, man, you remind me of a silver-tongued Baptist preacher.
I love that, Paul. Love that. Did grow up in the Baptist church, so that's that could be. And also, Paul, let me say, love the sound of your voice. Doesn't that sound just fantastic, JJ?
It does sound incredible.
I wish I had a little bit more of that drawl.
And just come a little more south, and you might.
Yeah, I'm a little too much of a city slicker.
Well, that's it. I think the fat lady's getting ready to sing, guys. We're going to sleep good tonight.
From your lips to God's ears, Paul.
Have a good night. What did that mean? Did he say, let us go to sleep? Did you say fat lettuce going to sleep?
Said fat ladies getting ready to sing.
Oh, fat ladies getting ready to sing. I thought it said fat lettuce is getting ready to sleep.
I don't know how that one would work.
What does that mean, fat ladies getting ready to sing?
You're not familiar with that expression?
No.
It's not over till the fat lady sings?
I'm familiar with that.
Right. So if she's getting ready to
then
sing.
Then it's over.
Dunzo.
Gotcha. Okay.
Was that Yogi Berra? It's not over till the fat lady sings?
Maybe.
He had a lot of sayings.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. I said one, deja vu all over again. That's Yogi Berra. Earlier.
Love that. Love that.
Yep.
Pennsylvania right now, Trump. Kamala closing the gap a little bit, up 2.7%.
Does that worry you at all?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I would say it does. Not worried to the point that, I want Donald Trump to win or Kamala to win.
No, worried for your projection that you've already made.
Worried for the projection, yes, that I've made. Yes, correct. Yeah. She closed in a little bit of a gap there.
And we do have to report, Jerry, the lead in Arizona has grown a tiny bit more.
Yes, because it was at
inching.
0.2. It went up to 0.5 now, right?
Yeah, it's just inching along the more the vote comes in. So, I mean, we are seeing, again, every battleground state, Trump.
Yep. And we call Georgia. That looks like it hasn't really moved much. 93% of the way there. Trump up about 200,000 votes, up 2% there. Maine looks like Harris is going to win that state, I'd say. They're only 27% of the way there. That's not surprising, though.
No, not at all. Jerry, when are we going to loosen the ties a little bit? Do the real talk.
Yeah.
We said we were going till 11. It's 11:13.
We can loosen these bad boys up.
Yeah, get it.
Loosen it up a little bit, Oh, man, what a night. Minnesota, we called that very early, but it's not on the board yet. We had Minnesota going to President.
Well, Lucas was doing all sorts of stuff with Minnesota.
Yeah, Lucas, we can give Minnesota right to Harris, Lucas. I mean, she's going to win that state. Nevada, Trump up big, very early, though. New Hampshire, Harris is up there. A lot of way to go there. What was the one I said that was 93%? Was that Wisconsin?
I do believe a lot of the vote in Wisconsin has been counted, yeah.
I think the next time they call a swing state, it's going to be Wisconsin.
Could be.
Would you say so?
Could be, yeah.
77% in Wisconsin.
77% in Wisconsin. I thought it was 90-something%. That is on me. I could have been seeing a different chart there.
What's your favorite export of Wisconsin's?
Export?
I got mine at number one.
What's your number one?
Cheese curds. You had a cheese curd?
I do.
Here?
That would probably be my number one.
You get some good ones.
Culver's great cheese curds. Incredible cheese curds. They sell in the supermarket the cheese for the curd in the cheese section.
Okay.
And you can bread it yourself at home.
How much effort does that take?
No, just a little bit of egg and breadcrumbs.
Okay, but it comes already like...
The curd comes like it's a little...
okay.
It's like a testicle.
Okay.
And then you just put it in the egg, and put the batter on.
Okay.
And then, you put the breadcrumb on.
Love that.
And you put it in the air fryer or a deep fryer.
Love that.
I personally, one thing I will say is this. I'm out on the air fryer.
Oh, really?
Out on the air fryer. Give me the old-fashioned fried.
Well, that's obviously better for a lot of stuff, but air fryer, you can get an air fryer that does a lot for you.
I have a good one. I have a $400 one.
Wow, nice.
It's from GE, I believe, and I don't use it much. I use the thing I got off Amazon for, I want to say, $49.99. It's a mini fryer. You put oil. You put it on the stove. It looks like a cylinder, and it's just put a couple fries in there.
Nice. The appliance that I have in my home, it's my favorite thing in the world.
Ice cube.
Nugget ice maker.
The best.
Unbelievable.
The best.
I get home, I turn that thing on, pour you a giant cup of I'll just eat ice all night.
Heavy ice. I've always been a heavy ice kid.
Yep.
My mom always said I was always the thirstiest kid around.
Yep.
I always wanted something ice cold, and that would quench my thirst. Nugget ice. Now, let me ask you this. Can you install nugget ice on any refrigerator? No, right?
I don't think so. So this that I have, it's its own thing.
Is it from GE?
I think so.
Okay, so that's the expensive one.
It was on sale one time, and I was like, had to pounce.
Gotta get it. Now let me ask you this: the noise doesn't make a lot of noise.
No, it's fine.
And it's like hooked up to a water line or something like that.
You just pour water in it.
Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Very cool. New Jersey, I mean, pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably going to win New Jersey.
Yeah.
We called that earlier. But, pretty fucking close. But 87% of the way there, she'll probably win that. Lucas, do we got another caller on the line waiting?
Chuck from PA is online. Go ahead, Chuck.
Hey guys, so I have some very deep knowledge coming out of Pennsylvania, and in the other states. I've a lot of friends very high up in both parties, but more the Democrat Party. Expected the next 10 minutes somewhere around a 400 to 450,000 vote drop for Kamala in PA. In the next 45 minutes, around 500 to 600,000 for Kamala in Michigan. And by around 3 to 4 a.m., probably a 3 to 400 for Kamala in Wisconsin, and only 100 gains for Trump in Wisconsin.
Now, JJ.
That's over then.
If that's true,
that's a lot.
We're gonna things are gonna be interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Do you think that's true?
I don't know. I'm seeing on the New York Times Trump 90% chance of victory.
90, and that's
90.
the New York Times.
Yeah.
But this guy's saying no.
He's saying a vote dump coming. I don't know.
It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know. Possibly. It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time,
I don't know, JJ.
Wouldn't be the first time. I appreciate the call, though. Thanks so much. And these states don't really matter, right? Like, they're talking about New Hampshire.
Doesn't matter.
No, that doesn't matter. We're focused on Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona. Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona. Jersey's almost all the way there. I've seen it go up a little bit in Wisconsin. And what did he say, 45 minutes for Pennsylvania?
Yeah, he said there's a dump coming.
What does that mean, a dump?
So I would assume mail-in ballots that hadn't been counted yet or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be massive, JJ.
That would be bad. Well, not bad. Bad for Trump.
Yeah, right.
That'd be bad for President Donald Trump.
Yeah, for sure. Great for Kamala.
Bad for us, too, though, because we called it.
You called it.
I called it.
You called it. No, but we called it. We called Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so that would lose some credibility with the audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. Arizona, very tight still. Very, very tight.
Although, again, the lead's gone up like another 1,000 votes or so. Every time we see it, it creeps up for Trump.
It does. And 3 to 4 a.m., yeah, I don't think the network can stay live that long.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have other obligations tomorrow morning.
Sure.
With football shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're going to stay live for a little bit longer. They're still going back on this Georgia thing. I called that. That's donezo. That's donezo.
Are you concerned, Jerry, about the information that caller just told us? Do you think there's a dump coming?
I don't know. I'm kind of worried that there is because, maybe they had this planned all along. Not saying somebody's cheating or not. Maybe they were like, if this thing gets out of hand, and it gets out of hand pretty quick, we're going to have to do something about that. And is that where the dump comes in? I'm not positive, but possibly. We would lose some significant credibility we've built on this show here tonight, and I would be gutted if Donald J. Trump lost Pennsylvania.
All I can tell you, JJ, is I'm seeing a 90% chance of victory, an electoral estimate of 301 votes, and a popular vote estimate of Trump plus 1.1%. These numbers coming from the New York Times. Pennsylvania, I'm seeing 76% chance of going Republican. Wisconsin, 74.
Wow, those are pretty high.
Georgia, greater than 95. Michigan, 66. So again, all those numbers coming from the New York Times in line with what we've been seeing tonight. Maybe that caller, though, if that happens,
That caller.
We need to check on him.
Yeah, we got
someone.
Yeah, someone has to check on that guy.
Check on him.
Now Trump up 4% in Wisconsin. It's very, very close to be called there. Big T. Let's just say Trump loses this election, and is the right word I'm using attest? Attest the vote? Is that the right word I'm using?
Use the full sentence.
I'm President Donald Trump, and I'm going to attest this vote in Pennsylvania.
Contest.
Okay, contest. Has anyone ever won a contest? I don't know what the word is.
Contest?
Not a contest, but a contest.
Well, that would be the noun.
Contest?
Yeah, a contested election.
Contested.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. Okay, there. No, right?
I'm sure it's happened. I don't know in a presidential election. Obviously, the most famous one was 2000 in Florida, Bush and Gore, which it didn't change. It went Bush's way, but that went all the way to the Supreme Court. It certainly happened at some level. I don't know about for president.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Because that seems to me like there would be kind of like no chance to overturn something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in Arizona, we see a margin that's razor thin, so that potentially could, but who knows?
Yeah. So Wisconsin is getting pretty close. Pennsylvania, I don't know how far. Lucas, how far along is Pennsylvania?
86%.
All right, so that's pretty damn close there.
Yep.
And he's up pretty big in Wisconsin, I believe, right? Or in Pennsylvania? Or which one did I just ask you about, Lucas? I'm getting foggy.
Pennsylvania, he's up 150, it looks like. And Wisconsin, he's up 1 million, and that one is at 77%, I believe.
1 million with 77.
That's not right.
It's not right.
He was up 100,000, I think, not 1 million.
Okay, gotcha. Because that's
that's on me, 100,000.
Yeah. Okay.
If he was up 1 million, we'd know.
It's over. The show would be done. You know, Big T, the more I sit here, the closer I am to calling Wisconsin.
Brother, that's on you.
The closer we sit here, the longer this takes, the closer I am to calling Wisconsin. Which would be shocking a little bit, you'd say, in this election?
It was certainly in play for him. Now, if he wins Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, that's shocking.
That's shocking, right?
For sure.
If he wins all those, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah, but no, Wisconsin was definitely in play. I would say Michigan of the three would be the most surprising.
Gotcha. I was thinking about moving to Wisconsin just for the tax benefit.
Oh, how much better?
I think it's a lot better.
I mean, here
in Chicago is very, very high. Did you see the mayor?
Oh, I see. I always see.
$300 million property tax increase.
After campaigning on promising not to raise it, JJ.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad stuff out of the mayor from Chicago. We'll say it on this show. He's just not a good guy.
I'm
He's the wrong guy for the job, I'll say that.
I'm personally not a fan.
Me either. What is that? What is that map? That's the first time I've seen a brown map.
I think that is voters who say that it's better or worse than 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Keeping up or falling behind cost of living.
Okay.
Our wages keeping up with or falling behind cost of living.
Yeah, okay. Got that. Lucas, you want another caller?
Yeah, we got one. Misty from California, you are live, Misty.
Hello, Jerry.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fabulous. I wanted to call in because I cannot believe California is blue. I cannot believe Oregon is blue or Washington is blue. Our gas prices out here are almost $7 a gallon.
Oh, my
when
God.
it comes up to a holiday. Yeah, thank you. Almost $7 a gallon when it comes up to a holiday. On a regular, it's $5-something a gallon. Our electricity bill, we can't use our electricity from 4 to 9 p.m. because if we do, we get an extra charge on our electric bill.
Oh, my God.
And we just voted for this woman that is supporting this. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Misty, I feel terrible for you. I
That
mean,
sounds nuts.
Where do you live? Do you live in California?
Southern California.
Oh, man. I mean, Gavin Newsom has destroyed.
News scum.
I'm not going to say it, but you can say it. She just said news scum has destroyed
I can say
California.
it.
Has destroyed
I can
California.
say
Misty can say it.
Misty can say
We're
it.
playing it down the middle.
We tried to recall him, and it was going to win. And all of a sudden, Nancy Pelosi came in and protected him, and all of a sudden, he was not recalled. I said that. We all in Southern California, we all saw it happen.
Now that's interesting.
That's very, very, very interesting. I'll tell you, if there's one place I would never want to live, it would be California.
Yeah.
Why don't, Misty, have you ever thought about moving? And I know moving is tough, and whatnot, very expensive. Have you given it a thought?
I hate to break it to you, she's off the line.
Oh,
That's a shame.
I would have loved to hear what she had to say there. I would have loved to hear. I visited LA once, and it was a dump. Cool though, like cool restaurants, very good restaurants and whatnot.
I mean, it's LA.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to live there. If there was one place you would want to live, where would it be? Because we kind of have to live here for work.
I mean, listen, I love Nashville, but if you go to Knoxville, Tennessee, Jerry, the mountains are beautiful. The city, it's the perfect size. The downtown is just this little perfect market square. All the stuff. It's a beautiful city out in Knox County, Blount County, Loudoun, all that stuff. Just a beautiful God's country, truly. I would love to live in East Tennessee. North Carolina, another beautiful state.
Yeah, really nice.
Right there. You just keep going on 40. You'll end up in North Carolina, Western North Carolina, beautiful area of the country. Somewhere in there.
I'd love to live in, and I lived there before, but I would love, my dream is to retire in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay.
I love it there. Love it there. It is beautiful. The mountains, very good food, great restaurants. Weather is hot. Don't get me wrong.
So I was going to say, tell me about the dry heat. How's that work?
So it's hot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not that sticky sweat you get. You know what I mean? When it's very humid, it's very dry. You'll sweat, but you won't feel like sticky and muggy and whatnot. If you can deal with it, June, July, August, those 3 months there were really tough. You need AC, have to have it. It's beautiful in the winter.
Okay.
I mean, it's beautiful.
I'm sure it's amazing.
Does it feel like Christmas, when it's, 70 degrees out? Not
Right.
really,
Right.
But, you have to sacrifice some things. I love Scottsdale, Arizona. I would love to retire there.
Sounds great. A lot of people do that.
A lot of people do that, and the air quality is incredible.
Okay.
A lot of people with asthma move to Scottsdale.
A lot of great golf out there.
A lot of great golf. Shout out to Riggs. Riggs lives in Arizona.
Yep.
I believe Scottsdale as well. Fun fact about Arizona, I was this close to getting bit by a rattlesnake probably my first 3 months living there.
Wow.
Very, very close. I was ringing a doorbell, and I'll never forget, the person answered the door, and when they answered the door, their eyes were like, oh my God. And I'm like, is everything okay? And she's like, do not move. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna move. And then I just was like, went to look down. There was a rattlesnake this close to my leg.
No.
And you know what I did? Since I'm so athletic, I hopped to my right and ran. And then I didn't get bit.
Nice.
So that was close. That was a close call.
Yeah,
But
that's
the
not
rattlesnakes
for
are
me.
dangerous.
That's not for me.
They'll kill you.
That's not
They'll
for me.
kill you there. That's one worry I have, with Arizona is the snakes. Not a big snake guy. I never had rattlesnake before. I would love to try it. See how it tastes.
Really?
Yeah. Gator I've had. Shout out to Mincy. Hooked us up at a restaurant one time. And the gator was good. Gator was good. So waitresses knew him. Waiters knew him. Owner knew him. He wasn't there, but he hooked us up. Great gator. Love gator. This is getting...
I feel like we haven't seen a lot of movement.
Yeah, like we haven't seen a lot of movement. Trump is up in Wisconsin with, I'd say, 18% left to go. Up 3%, 4%. We've had an excellent time tonight, Big T.
This has been awesome.
It has been incredible.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I see it. I see it in your eye. I see it in your
Pennsylvania. The call is worrying me. The guy who called is worrying me.
Yeah.
About the dump, because that can change things very quick.
Sure.
But you know, if he just said Pennsylvania's getting a dump or Wisconsin's getting a dump, I mean, he talked about multiple states getting a dump. But you know what? If we want to be remembered as the best two to ever do it when it comes to election night,
sure.
Sometimes you have to take a chance.
And let me add on to that.
Yeah.
I would rather be wrong than be nothing.
Yeah.
We could end the stream. We could go home.
Yeah.
What good's that doing?
No.
We become glorious, or we go in a blaze of glory. But one way or the other.
One way or the other.
We're going somewhere.
So, you know, I think it's right. And I think I'm going to do this.
Go to the board.
And I think I'm going to go to the board.
Go to the board. Let's see it. History. History.
And Lucas.
Yep.
The 47th President of the United States of America, sealing the deal with the great state of Wisconsin, which is going to turn red, goes to President Donald J. Trump.
History. On JNN.
History on JNN. History on JNN. Listen, I'm not going to say whether the right candidate won or didn't win. I just want to say this. What a fight from Kamala Harris.
Absolutely.
What a fight. She
Absolutely.
never backed down. She tried her best, and she gave it all she got. But it just wasn't enough.
The American people made their voices heard tonight.
Yes. And you know what? That board says to me, common sense is back. That's what the board says. That's not what I
think
say.
that's a lot of America would say.
I think a lot of America would say that tonight. Who knows if she's going to win in Nevada or Arizona. But that is it there. President Donald J. Trump.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. History.
Wow. History. What a night. We loved every call. We loved the trivia. We loved, chopping it up with you guys for the last 3.5 hours. It has been incredible. What a blast. We appreciate everybody who has tuned in tonight. We broke records tonight.
Yeah.
According to Lucasi, we outperformed CNN.
20 million.
20 million. We outperformed Fox News, Daily Wire. We were the cream of the top of the top. And Big T, I just want to give you your flowers. What an incredible night from you.
JJ, I reject the flowers. I give them back to you. This is JNN, brother.
This is JNN. This is JNN. But what a night. Shout out to everybody behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
That had to put this together last minute, because there was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of back and forth between higher ups and whatnot. Should we do it? Should we not do it? Maybe it's not a good idea. But ultimately, it came down to, I want my two best guys on there. And that's Jersey Jerry and Big Tennessee. And I think we delivered for the people tonight.
I hope so.
I think we delivered to the people tonight. We love you. We appreciate you. You're 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. We'll see you in 4 years.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2. Maybe midterms. We'll see maybe in 2 years. We love you. Thanks for watching.
All the people on this earth are truly one.
It's a dream.
Nation.
Special radio television broadcast in order to give you the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon.
Or it's the future.